Okay. Okay. I'm watching this whole situation. So, there's been a lot of things that are going on right now. The whole Cinder situation, everyone's going against each other, everyone's trying to go after each other. And personally, I will have to say something here, guys. The conflict kind of started out as a lie. And the fact that everyone's talking about the Cinder drama, it's pretty bad. Yeah. So this is becoming a situation to where, yeah, this whole issue is pretty crazy. And yeah, it's going to be bad. More bad than expected. So I do feel bad. So let's go ahead and talk about this stuff. I don't even know what's going on. All right. Go ahead and talk about Shiny's situation because he kind of got into a drama with somebody. I'm not going to mention who because the fact is, guys, I don't want to harass anyone. This is something that happened to him over a argument online, which led to a situation to where uh, it's a VTuber and was kicked out of the thing due to communication issues with the VTuber. Keep in mind, I don't want to, display anything because I don't know this VTuber. I don't really know why people would go off on this VTuber. But what happened was this VTuber banded him, and I'm not gonna be like, okay, this is kind of sad, but to be fair, it's no drama, no love for it. But the thing is that they had an issue with his speech, and the fact that I don't want any harassment towards that VTuber, it's just it's just one of the issues that they had with this person is communication issues. They think the guy talks like a kid, therefore he is a kid because he had like a Pokemon avatar. Shiny is an adult man. You can like Pokemon, it's okay. It's just people thought he was a kid because of the whole Pokemon avatar thing. Keep in mind, I'm not trying to hate on Shiny because Shiny is a good guy. It's just Shiny has his issues too. He keeps bringing up some of his drama on here, and I understand that was kind of what happened. When we're talking about anime, he talks about his drama because he has emotional baggage. That's what happened. A lot of people have it. I have it. It does happen a lot in our lives. He's not over his own issues, and that's kind of what happened. Personally, I don't think he's a bad person. There's a lot of people out there that do that all the time. So I'm not going to mention the drama. There's a lot of drama that's happening because a lot of people, I kind of have to follow Mewtwo and everybody else on this whole situation. Um, for those who don't know, Mewtwo got into with a lot of people because of the fact he disagreed on certain things that happened with that was on the internet. Now, keep in mind the Cinder dot came out, and I remember Mitsu kind of had an issue with a lot of what was going on and questioning a lot of things. And keep in mind, Mitsu kind of is correct on certain things. And looking into the whole situation, he kind of brings up the whole issue. I totally understand people who want me to take a W over Cinder stuff with charity and grace, but here's why I'm not going to do that. I've had creators and big as Tectone publicly say that they will do everything they can to hurt my streaming and my channel because of the fact that there is still an extremely deceitful, libelous video about me by Rima Evening Star over the issues on YouTube. People who disagree with me over Cinder didn't just disagree. They just actively tried to hurt me and my opinion on it. And you know what's going to happen to them in return. They're going to say they were deceived, change their minds now, and get a millions ass pats for it because it's hard to admit when you made a mistake. Now, did I make that mistake? Yeah. I'll own up to it, but yeah. And I don't think Me Too deserved any of that shit. Even if you do not agree with them, I understand completely people get upset with me because they don't like me and they don't clearly understand what I'm talking about sometimes because of the fact that there are things that happen on the internet that they clearly don't like. They clearly hate when I talk about it. And you could clearly see what's going on. The fact that people kind of like get upset with me over this stuff like all the time, like it's no joke. Let me see if I can get it. Let me see. Is this the... No. That's the capture. Let me see. That's a capture thing. Yeah. Let me see if I can get that. Let me go ahead and get that done. There we go. All right. Let me get that scene corrected here. There we go. There we go. Because I tend to be a little bit... I'm not perfect. Keep in mind, I'm not perfect at all. But Mitsu kind of said something here that I kind of agree with. Because they tried to send spies in my Discord exposing the most... Like, this is becoming a situation. Because I totally understand people who want to... and want to know what's going on, because this is kind of the conflict over truth. The conflict over truth added blatantly false information to the narrative. Shy Lily intentionally sabotaged Cinder. If you think she didn't do it, you're basically admitting Shy Lily is so horrendously stupid that she doesn't know what she's saying most of the time. Now, I just don't think she said anything that wasn't true, or depending on how much Nano said, lied, manipulated through the thought was true. Nothing less. If you think Shy Lily actively tried to sabotage Cinder, my statement stands. One of the has to be retarded or to believe that. My W. Says the idiot accepting of all Cinder's thoughts, objectives, facts. Okay. So the only part of the document of the section that's nearly 250 pages long, almost exclusively screenshots providing her side. Now, a lot of people are talking about this because the conflict over Cinder sending, like, this is what happened. Okay? I'm gonna bring this up. Cinder brought out this 250 this Google Doc, and people are kind of like joking around about this, laughing at her, not even able to reading the whole thing that was going on. Now, she kind of brings up the whole issue. I only skimmed it, and I'm being brutally honest with you guys. I just can't do this, but I kind of read through the Nautilus thing, and the situation was this was Nautilus's doing. From my conclusion of it, the fact that Nautilus, because Red, who happens to be the person that was Cinder's manager and also significant other, basically her lover. Red is basically redacted because of the fact that they had conversations with each other, and by the looks of it, they were getting along with each other. By the fact that they had screenshots of this. This was his side of the story of what happened. Now, the dates right here show what was going on with Red and Nano, and the thing that bugged me the most about it was the fact that how did Redacted get like all these images, and also the fact that you can see right here the comparison of Shy Lily with Nanolis is showing like Shy Lily's outfit versus because you can see right here Cinder's outfit is like a dominatrix type of outfit, and the other one right here is just like a normal cutesy sexy outfit. Now looking at it, like you could tell by the ears and everything, like the style that they were trying to do in the design, you could tell they almost look the same, but it's kind of strange what they're doing. But of course, this was the other one, was the cup design that they wanted to do. This was Silvervale's, and let me see, that's Silvervale and that's Cinder. And by the looks of what I'm looking at here, these were all the conversations that were being made. And oh yes, they brought out, like, Cinder basically put out this thing, and Silvervale got upset about this for some reason, from what I heard from people, because she wanted to collab with Silvervale. Now, that one was like a really weird drama that happened because it leaked out. You could tell by the two sides, they almost look the same, because Natalis happens to be known to have done like models for a lot of really big VTubers, especially indie VTubers. Red basically tried to get an exclusive with Natalis a lot, putting her on a lot of projects that they wanted to do. And it's not just that. You can see right here, they point out a lot of the stuff that was here in this docket. Reading through it, comparing, like, I don't know why Red kind of got like access to all the outfits and everything, but it's kind of weird how that happens. This was Spice debut 2 months after Cinder's. This is a nice outfit, I gotta say, Spice. It's really cool. Anyways, there's also the plan that they were also showing, that they were planning to make a figure, and this was kind of the project that we're gonna do. And Nano was gonna say, I'm gonna cry, because this was kind of like the idea outfit that they were gonna use to make a sort of like a cool looking figure, because this is like a statue. Just sent this, and I want to do a bikini instead. This is cool. This is so good already. The model you drew of Red chopped it up. So, because they were in good tidings, but Red and her made deals privately behind Cinder's back, because Red was basically the manager of everything, and Cinder kind of just doesn't know everything that was going behind this. The fact that Red had to put this out there, pointing out the issue, and this was on with the help of her putting out the dates and everything from 2023, pointing out this stuff. Not sure if you noticed it. Cinder didn't notice. Actually, you're cute. I fell in love with the lore video. These are the photos of us, because this was kind of the thing that happened. And I'm looking at all this stuff, like this was the VTuber that you all know is Nanolis. This is Nanolis's VTuber model that they were planning to put out. And you can see right here Nanolis's background with this is like the background that Cinder used. You can see right here This is another background that Cinder also uses. Another background that Cinder uses, but with her insignia on there. With the all-seeing eye, like the jokes about that. Like I was like watching a lot of the stuff by Mama Oko. Mama Oko kind of talked about this and even examined the whole stretch of the whole thing, reading everything in the docket that she could, and her opinion kind of points out that you could tell, Nanolis wanted to be a VTuber, and there was like this conversation they had with each other. And I kind of feel bad because Red kind of made this deal with her that he promised that he would, if you do this, we will give, and of course they gave her the money and everything and paid her. They even have like the receipt of, if I could find it down here, but then again, we'll just continue. Because from what I understand about this is the other thing that happened was they promised to do Cinder's model, and there was also the other fact that they could rig. They promised Nanolis that they could rig their, like Red basically promised her that we can rig that that VTuber model of yours that Nanolis wanted, and they promised her that, and then of course this whole situation she got Cinder got backstabbed on that whole situation. For some reason, I think this was why she kind of wanted to protect her image. Basically, Nanolis wanted to protect her image because keep in mind, her style and everything, almost all the characters that she makes look similar to the other characters. And personally, I don't think anybody here wants to do that. And you can see right here, Red, was like messing with saying love Nano. Sure. Can we send you some ideas in the server soon? Sure. Love Nano. Red was discussed plans with Nano she was interested in doing and gave her prior before bringing up plans and other artists. We ultimately decided to wait for Nano and Reed to make a winter outfit like it had been discussed with her all year. The blank message shown was an animated emote and frame that didn't show, but it was kind of the thing, like she made some things, made some ideas of her own, and it was kind of crazy how that happened. So about the month later, Nano asked Red for us to find someone else to do the winter model outfit due to her workload. Red offered to push the model art back since we have no one else in mind to do it. We wanted to prioritize the model work to Nano over to Gamer Sub's artwork. Red asked her about Nano and did the artwork on October and started my winter model in November. So this is what they were bringing up, and including her schedule. They bring up her schedule, and I think that was kind of the problem here that I see from Red's point of view, because the thing that bugged me about this, because there was the thing about, let me see if I could find that conversation here, the Gamer Subs thing, where it is legitimately there. It's legitimately right there, where Nanolis basically posted the merch, which they claimed was canceled for Silvervale. And I read that thing, and she put it out there claiming that they canceled Silvervale's, Gamer Subs thing that happened, and it was dated back in 2023. So was she lying when she mentioned this in her doc about that they canceled it? No, that was all a lie. That was all made up. That was a mistake on her part that Nanolis did, and that's what Red kind of called her out for, because as you read from the conversation, Red didn't ask or make Nano cancel Silver's model image from the Silver document. I didn't think much of it at the time, but Cinder messaged me on Discord right before my model was canceled. She celebrated that we shared art, despite the fact the same time Redacted were actively working to take the potential for more away. So what this is what Red told Nano may have worked it with Silverman. Now listen, I don't want you to think we're telling you not to work with her. She kind of did actually. Wait, you told her no? Silver is being kind of missing, and I think not yet actually. I know Cinder's enemy, but still my client. I'm sorry. It's okay. And it seems like they were kind of nice about this and cordial in that sense. Now, the other one that kind of popped up about this whole issue, because this was on the date of April 2026. Hey Silver, I just got your gamer sub stuff in the mail and it looks amazing. It's so cute. We both have the nano art stuff. So Nano's reaction to on the 4th of 26 finding out about the messages Silver and the images of how it portrayed in Silver's document, Nano would have known exactly what happened with Silver's model, and that was kind of left out of the docket because they brought that up with her statement, my statement on Silver's redacted. Hello, I'm gonna share some because this is kind of their side of the story. So Nano told Red that the girl approached her about the model. I chose to leave her name uncensored since I mentioned her in my apology after work finding out about it. So this is kind of another thing. Like this is all the history of it. Like it's no joke because Nano kind of left out some things, and of course Red points it out on the fact that some of the stuff kind of doesn't make any sense, especially having the dates corrected here, because he actually had the dates, and you can see right here there's another thing that Cinder pops up about the figure, which I thought was really cool because the figure looks kind of cool. It's fire, but the whole situation with Bao and other things that happen, and I'm not trying to be mean because it's like I'm being honest with you guys. This is my opinion on this. People are talking about the fact that Nanolist kind of fibbed and also tried to ruin Cinder's career in VTubing, which kind of puts it into an issue that kind of makes a lot of people upset. Keep in mind, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to say anything, but that's what's going on. Not that I want to hurt anybody. It's happening. It's been happening since day one. People are not happy with this issue, and I'm gonna have to probably do something here because my friends ain't gonna show up right now. So I'm gonna have to try to at least put it out there. So everyone is fighting each other. While I see you come around Nautilus a bit, I see your guard dodging for your friends, commendable. But given this all started with Nautilus, we have found more questions. Also, I think offering 3,900 something, hard to tell from the post. Nautilus, who may have someone offer some money. People who think it ends with 1,000 page docket are mistaken. If anything, it's just the start of a rabbit hole. Now maybe this is an ESL issue lost in translation. Maybe I'm wrong, but anyone else can sense the post from Nautilus that there are discords today, because it reads to me like she accepted the money. Did the perhaps mean she was going to accept the money but then backed it out? I have so many more questions. So Tactone responded, and it's garbage. His 2-minute, like, here's what Tactone said. I'm gonna.
not going to happen. She's still a piece of shit. She's a bad friend. She's in it for the money. She's in it for the clout. She's not in it for anything else. Now, I would like to say 95% of content creators are exactly the same. Okay, I don't give a fuck whether you're Faye, OTK, or fucking AMG. Everybody's pretending to be fucking friends to get better content. Alright?
Yeah,
Friends, friends. No
yeah.
fucking conspiracy. All of these shows are fucking
And I agree with him on this one because it's like yeah, but he's not gonna admit wrongdoing on this one. Me too, because it's kind of how it is, and people are talking about this situation pretty much. The thing is, guys, it's like effective immediately because this was like a while back. People questioning the whole situation, and personally, I think that's what happened because everyone on Twitter is going to be like, okay, how do I feel about this situation? Personally, they're blaming Shy Lily because she took the whole thing in the whole thing seriously, and the fact that people were like literally getting angry, like okay, Cinder is like this is what is going on because everybody's like fighting each other online, and I'm just gonna tell you guys this is crazy. Tactile responded and it's garbage. He has a 2 minute video to make a point. What does he say? Cinder is a money hungry clout chaser. Between all the content creators are money hungry clout chasers, including V Shoujo and ODK. For some reason, I'm not to elaborate on, but I think Cinder is uniquely bad. Even though I'm just said we're literally all like this. This is the best he could do. Say everyone sucks, but Cinder is still only the one in the wrong because reasons. Instead of putting words in Tactone's mouth, why don't you just say the quotes so that people can hear the fool about? Okay, so literally zero IQ. This is the best you could do. Like, yeah, she got like people like Mitsu is getting tired of that stuff, and I can understand why Mitsu's getting tired of it because this is the type of shit we're seeing. Because people reacting stupidly to this whole situation, I bet he he didn't even open the doc. Tectone was right, and Cinder is a shitty friend who outed you. You're gonna all cry so much. Saying Cinder is a money hungry is wildly consider how much money goes into merch, models, and such. She literally has moved it out of her parents' house even after being extremely successful for 3 years. Tactone is an idiot. It's easy to shit on Hassan and Frogan because of how low hanging fruit commentators' content. Mean Girl gossip drama is like trying to be heard. Like this is the type of shit we're dealing with in the content creation sphere. The fact that there's always going to be people disagreeing with each other, and sometimes they would fight each other on disagreements on the internet, guys. It's nothing new. It's a conflict of interest and everything else, Some people do it for money, others do it, believing it's the right thing to do. And I don't blame Mitsu. I don't blame anybody out here, especially Tactone, because this is internet drama at its worst. Considering how many things they have done, Nautilus is basically trying to make money. So Nautilus involved in the drama of 2D with 2D Live Rigger. Though it's important to bring up that Nano reacted in response to the situation. Nano made a public call out post about this on 2D Live Rigger. She worked it in the past after seeing someone else post about them. I fucking hate this. I should be the original chest, be modified without knowing my knowledge. I clearly state that I offer free fixing for the rigger until the model is done and good. Because you have to understand, um, she's not a perfect model maker. she makes mistakes too. Nano admitted she never communicated with the person she publicly called out. Nano said she could stand up to clients, but refused to work with them if they were having their model rigged in person. Here are Red's DMs with Nano the day that this happened. He talked to Nano about the two models she made and showed her support over the drama. Nano had no problem with the gossip with Red. So Red basically tried to talk to her and tried to help her too. And this is the type of person you think is literally Satan, but at the same time, he points out this stuff in this conversation. So here's the short sense of what was going. I'm kind of scared, but I think I did the right thing. You did. Someone with influence had to say something, like he was doing for years. Oh yeah, you're working on the new model with blah blah blah. It's done on my side, so it's all on you or all on that person. Rigging looks really nice so far. I saved the clip in reference for blank NGL. I keep thinking about Cinder 3.0 all the time. I'm so hyped because Natalis was kind of, they were kind of like, Red and her were kind of friendly, and I think that was the problem. I think Red really, I think Natalis really wanted him him as a manager because I think Red kind of probably led on Natalis, God knows why, and also Cinder kind of admits that she did cheat on Red, and the thing that I feel Natalis did, she cucked Cinder, because to me, I think Natalis was, even though she's married, I think she wanted Red to be like, this is my opinion on this, and but don't take it seriously. That's just my theory. I just can't really say. As it started, the rigging now deleted tweet. Nano removed herself from direct conversations and used emotional language to attack and rally rather than actually caring about fixing the problem. Because fucking hate Natalis, removed herself from the tag, directed conversation using emotional language to attack rather than caring about fixing the art. Like the person in question that they pointed out, he deleted the treat. What the fuck? Red asked Nano if she decided to cancel any model projects like they had talked about before. He did not name anyone, because the thing was, she wasn't the best, rigger. She's a good artist, but not the best rigger out there. So the reason why I followed up, and this is in Red's words, the reason why I followed up that asked Nano if she had to cancel anything was because it could possibly affect our project schedule with her. Nano said she didn't cancel anything yet. She did not tell me she decided not to cancel anything at all. She did tell me that she's giving a moment about it, and she told me previously they were at least two models and were considering canceling. There's an unrelated message about my own projects that they were talking about between these screenshots. Because this is the thing I'm focusing on, because Natalis is the catalyst to the downfall of Cinder. A lot of people kind of like Red kind of suspects that all three, Bao and also Shy Lily and also another VTuber, I can't remember her name, ruined her career. But Natalis was the catalyst to everything. And the problem is like looking at this whole thing, I'm not. I'm just skimming through this. Do not take my word seriously. I could be wrong about this because this is a lot of the stuff that they've been trying to point out about this because of the fact that I kind of agree that there were some lies that were made here, some errors, not on her, not on but Nana's side of the story because her story seemed reasonable, but at the same time, Red has a lot of like screenshots that prove otherwise what really happened. Now, they pointed out that they were fabricated stuff. Bow, Nano had to drop me as a client because her work schedule was too hectic. Yeah, I was after this when Bao messaged our group chat and our friends saying that Nano dropped her as a client. I felt guilty knowing about this before Bao had told us. I didn't know what to say and I didn't say anything. I know I was the one who was knowing always worked with Nano, but this was her decision and I didn't want to get involved. I should have been better friend to Bao, at least tried to do something for her, but I didn't. So he kind of admits this situation. After I spoke to my apology about Bao's tweet talking about her model being canceled last August, asking her how I didn't know about it. It was a standalone tweet. Not replying to my apology is not either quoting either. So this kind of shows you what was happening right now because this is the thing that happened. Now I was said regarding exclusivity deal between them. I'm no part of the direct negotiations of their eventual agreement. I have no knowledge of Bao and Cotton being and that was the other one, Cotton, being excluded in this list. If I had knowing my friends were included, I would have said something and put a stop to it. After Bao posted, I messaged one friend that could have gotten the message since she already unfriended me and I had no way of contacting her. Red and I had a falling out the night the documents dropped it, and we didn't live together anymore either. I had no way of accessing his DMs myself to go back to see anything he said was making sure it was right. All I had to, because they were temporarily, and now they made up and got. Ren told me on August about this and posted in Nano and Bao's documents, and now Bao and tweet after my apology. I didn't know if she ever got the message. She never reached out to talk. I told this friend that I don't know the model was canceled because Red's conversation with Nano, and I not that I didn't know it was canceled at all. So this is the same friend that messaged before about Red and I. Bao's tweet said before the model was canceled on August 24, they were so close, began to lie 3D and rigging. So, perform together. You were in a group chat where I shared my sadness over Nano suddenly canceling my model after we were so close to begin live 3D rigging, and to now find out that the day just before. And Nano's document, it said that Red asked me to cancel on one of their closest friends, Bao, by asking me to cancel my work in mid-progress, following that by saying Red contacted me specifically to check on my canceling the model I planned with Bao, neither which were actually shown or true. Red asked me to cancel on the of their closest friend Bao, asking me to cancel my work in progress. And of course, this is what they kind of point out. A little over the week, Bao's model was canceled. Nano told Red that Bao's model hasn't been started. As you can see, Red never asked Nano to cancel Bao's model, which never happened, because they did release the art for it and everything. I think Bao would have said her model was canceled mid progress. The message me of our friends, and it was instead, or just she just dropped it as a client. Nano had to drop me as a client because her work schedule was too hectic. In Bao's document, she said in here, sudden back and forth whether or not Nano and her physically and mentally capacity could continue her model work. Going to be live 3D Illustrator after she finished both designs for the sketch, because they even show the screenshots and the date and the time that it happened. So Bao was saying that there was a back and forth that could imply that Nano already approached her, saying she may not continue her model before August when Red messaged Nano. Also, Red didn't contact Nano specifically to check on Nano canceling Bao's model like was claimed. He messaged her to see if they decided to cancel any other projects she expressed interest in canceling that Nano previously mentioned. So there's like this situation where Nano kind of had a lot of work and she decided to cancel Bao to help one VTuber, which was Cinder, and therefore Cinder didn't know about this. Only Red knew about this, because right here he's talking to her, reaching out to her more. Hey Nano, do you know if you were able to start the Hellhound outfit earlier or not? Just wondering if you decided to cancel any other project. Yeah, checked it with other clients. Can't delay them. Didn't cancel anything yet. But when you find out, Bao mentioned cancellation, and this was on the 8th of the 5th of 2024, and Bao mentioned up here on the date of the 8th and the 5th, because you can see right here, this is the 8th girl on the girly pop which is Discord. Okay, Bao mentioned 8/6/24, and this is the date of, let's see if I can look it up, 8 of the 4th of 2024. So it was 2 days ago. She basically Red asked her, and they said she didn't cancel anything, but lied to Red and canceled Bao. 2 days. 2 days. Keep in mind, 2 days ago. He asked, Red asked her, hey, did you cancel anything? And she said no, which tells you that she was lying. 2 days ago. Keep in mind, the 8th of the 6th, 2024. Here on the screenshots, it shows when asked about this. This is the 8th of the 4th, 2024. Keep in mind, 2 days. Red asked her, Natalis, hey, did you just, if you decide to cancel any other model projects, yeah, I checked it, the other clients, can't delay them. Didn't cancel anything yet. Natalis lied. Natalis canceling Bao's model. That's another thing that kind of brings up this issue. When they bring up the whole, this is what Red basically points out. She lied to Red in order to continue working with them, because managing a lot of these clients is not easy. So she basically tried to, professionally lie in order to basically save fate on her work. So it kind of shows you what's going on here. She basically lied to Red, not only once but many times, in order to continue working with Cinder. Not only that, Red probably in picking up on this. I'm surprised that they kind of point out the issue. it shows that Natalis lied in this part. Strike one. Strike two when on the Twitter thing. Strike three. Let's see what strike three was. When they collabed. After a year, Red and I encouraged Nano to come on my stream. We finally had our first collab together, and it was on her birthday by Meow's suggestion. Now it is kind of interesting because this was like their first collab together. So let's look at the thing that happened. Oh God! Now we got a Red Bull commercial.
Because there are 5 a.m. flights in your area, there are drivers in your area.
I'm coming.
Aren't they adorable? Aren't they?
Oh my God, your new outfit is so cute. I'm not sniffing your hair. You can now.
Yeah.
I have something bad to tell you. You didn't shower today?
Yeah, they're having too much fun on this one.
Like mother, like daughter. Let's go. Are you going to shower at night? Yes. I was going to shower before the stream, but I don't know, I was just playing around the model and I forgot about that. It's like when you get a new model or a new outfit, it's so hard to do other things and not play with the model.
Yeah.
But once you guys experience
Yeah, because they did collab before. Her model artist Natalis, like they did collab, and there was nothing bad about this. You know, they were joking around, you know, doing all this stuff. It's kind of obvious that this is becoming a situation to where it is kind of obvious that this happened. What's your favorite model I've drawn? Thank you, Nano. I had so much fun yapping. Have a good night. Thank you. It was so much fun. And they weren't really. I have a sore throat already. Oh no. Get a lot of rest. And you can see right here, Mio. You can see right here that they were talking about this stuff. You know, Mio kind of was like, okay, what about Nano's birthday? We could do her birthday. She's okay with that too. Do you want to do it on her birthday on the 28th, right? Yep. On the 8th. My DMs with Nano after she was on stream celebrating another one of her models debuting on our message on around my birthday. I'm alive September 9th. I wanted to thank you again. Thank you, really. And of course, Cinder basically talks. It makes me happy. Anytime you want to play games, you'll always be free for you. You want to show this image another BB. Finally, I could see. She hated it and I just discarded it. Cinder's happy birthday, moo. My Mew Lou. Oh God. So Nano told Red she was up to take the more of our work following another instance that shows Nano was treated. Okay, so it seems like they treated her nicely as best as possible, even paying her, because they even point out, like, they even have receipts of showing that they paid her. Now, Nano canceled everything because she accepted too much, saying she was thinking about doing it for a long time. Like she told me 2 months earlier, leading up to the canceling of Bao. I'm doomed and I love it. Honestly, I would cancel my next model if I didn't feel so committed to them. Do you think Bao would kill me if I cancel it with her? Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yep. But and I can see why she kind of had this like scheduling thing. I feel so light. Okay, so in my TOS, Nano states that she can cancel anything she already agreed to start with any time for any reason. She still lied that the cancellations were all because of us. Okay, I reserve the right to refund full amount paid. No longer wish to work on your project for any reason. So after a month after my one of my collabs with Nano, I plan to collab with her with my model rigged two of my model sisters. My model sisters were my friends, and not just ones shown here. The claim that I tried to sabotage them or had anything against them or any of my other friends due to working with Nano or having her art blatantly untrue. In my apology, I said Nano has an amazing skill where she's able to draw each of the VTuber children uniquely, so I was never upset seeing the new models of siblings. In many cases, I was there cheering them on at their debut, looking to collab with them as sisters when I could. Oh yes, and here's another two collabs I planned with my two model sisters above. The fact that we're both had Nano models was celebrated between us. And I think I remembered this one. I forgot her name. Let's look at this one. I hate that. I hate that. Yeah. Pow. Yeah. So, by the looks of this, they were having fun. Cinder and Yoko draw One Piece characters from memory. Here are my conversations with each other about the new models with Nano. I left these conversations uncensored. Buff Puff. Hi, Buff. Nano's models were looking good, so I can't wait to see it rigged it. I'm so excited. She said she was working on your stuff early. So siblings. Hell yeah. She made art for my current model too. So nice to work with. I'm so happy to see from here. Aw, cute. I'm excited to see more of her too. She has been a pleasure. Did you have a date planned for the debut yet? No, not yet. Thinking of late July or August. Depends on when things get done. Okay, same. I'm aiming for mine mid-late July. I'm doing a lot of traveling before that. I'm rushing to get things ready right now. And you can see right here, this conversation kind of leads into it, like talking to her friends about this. And it's kind of weird, like B-chan made a VTuber VFNA game. Meet your Oshi. Okay, here's another two streams where I supported my sister's Buff Pup game development endeavors by planning her games on my stream, telling my fans to support her too because she was a friend. She was my friend. Now, it is kind of crazy. Red messaged Nano to support her about her stream that day and about other projects. Because Red worked it with Nano to make sure our projects were spaced and accommodate her. One of my brand new model sisters organized a Nano model sister collab with me, and another of the model sisters, I was happy to agree with it. So I streamed myself to Red and sent Nano pictures of us together. You can see right here, these are like the, and it almost looks, I can't remember, this one looks almost similar to the, I forgot her name. Let me look it up because I have her on Twitch and I do follow her on Twitter, but I keep forgetting. It's that heavy metal guitarist, and I do follow her on Twitch. It's not her, not her. Show more. Where is she? Where is she? It's not her, not her, not her. Where's Tricky? No, that's Tricky. Here it is. She looks like Abba Cat. Like, if that was her sister, like...
Hey, where'd the light go?
Like, that looks like Abba Cat. Like, when you look at her, when you look at Abba Cat, like, that almost looks like her. Let me show you. This is her. Like, that almost looks like Abacat. That model that she has, when you compare her to this chick, like, that looks like Abacat's old model. Because you can see right here, this is her. And that other chick on the left right here on the image, and I wish I could show you, she almost looks like her. That almost looks like Abba Cat. Like, if you notice, like, this is her. This is, I call her Katie Cat. I call her Katie Cat because she's a really good guitarist. Don't get me wrong, she's a really great guitarist if you listen to her music. She's like a Brit. She's a Brit, but she's really cool. And she actually has she's like a lesbian, but she's really cool with everybody. But I'll show you. Like, this is her. Yeah. So Katie Cat is a funny ass streamer. So you can see right here, like, the hairstyle almost looks the same as the model that what's her name had. You can see right here on the left side that almost, because this is one of her friends models, and it almost looks the same as the other one. Let me look at it. Let me see if I can find it, because Katie Cat is a sweet person. But you can tell, like, you can tell the one on the left right here almost looks like Katie Cat. I don't know if that's Katie Cat, but let me check. Cinder, but they don't even bother to bring up the other two on the links. I love how Buff the werewolf and Gwen the demon. Okay, so that's Puff. That's Buff Puff. And the model almost looks the same as Katie Cat's model, because you can look at the hair and everything. Like, it's kind of funny how she puts it in her style, because you can see right here, this is her hairstyle right here, and compare it to let me see if I can find it, the style that they had right here. That almost looks like Katie Cat's style. Like, you can see right here, this is her shirt and everything, even though it's not like torn as much. You can clearly see they copied Katie Cat's style here, wanting to look like a rocker. But as far as I know, these are the things that she worked on, and a lot of the stuff that she worked on, it's kind of crazy how I think she kind of borrowed some inspiration from others and kind of made it that way. And whoever was Katie Cat's artist, you're pretty awesome. But looking at this, I can see why people are kind of suspicious on what was going on with the rigging situation with Nanolis, because Nanolis is trying to do this. In the image chat from Nano's documents with messages about Cotton edited out. The image from the chat from Bao's document containing messages about Cotton, because everything was redacted. I was mad at Bao for what I thought was her gatekeeping her music video editor from working with us, any of the other music. The other things I said about Bao here were all non-issues that became a list of grievances after what I thought she did. There were more details about Bao's section of the document. It sounded harsh because I was angry about it. I was venting to someone I trusted about something I generally believe happened. I thought she was going to gatekeep her editor, then I was going to try to gatekeep our artist. I couldn't see what I thought happened making sense any other way. Everything I said, I believed, and it was true in my own observation and experiences. There were no lies, not lies, but I was making up just because I know I was wrong. Nano was the person I told my feelings, theories about Bao and others than Cinder. So basically, he admitted he said these things, but he didn't really mean them, according to him. And this is the thing that bugged me, because the reason why I'm focusing on on the Natalis thing, because she is the catalyst to ruining Cinder's career, and it's no surprise that this happened, because that's what happened. Oh, hold on, I gotta go take care of something. I'll be right back. I'm sorry I'm back. I was just trying to take care of something, cooking some shit. Anyways, how you guys doing? Yeah, because even Red admits he did wrong thinking that Nano said, oh, we can do a deal. I'll cancel my model like forever and suggest I pay her own model rigging in return below, which she discounted from our next project payment. Nano made me an offer to cancel Bao's model to benefit her. It was okay to doing it for what ultimately was zero out of nothing, but this was shown in Bao's documents. So this is the thing that happened, like forever. Ahem. I'll have a model rigging with again paying for me, and I'll discount it from the next payment. This is what Nanolis said. And redacted, and Red basically said, how much is the rigging, and we'll do it, and when do you need it? I think it'll be around 2K to 3K. She will start later this month, I guess. Is it through PayPal? Yep. About the new babies would be another deal. What about we can pay for you? You don't have to discount it for the next payment, but we'll continue giving you a lot of model work, I think, for this year right now. But you don't work with Bao, Cotton, or Silvale at all again, models or art. I don't think you will ever done anything with Bao or Cotton before. We also have another GS label for you too, the AFK. There's a way to add a little more, since Silver still asks for art every now and then. We could do it like when Silver asks for art. You tell her no, then we'll tell us, and of course this is where it kind of they kind of tell us to, but you can see right here. Nano told me we make a separate deal with the new model clients, separate from her proposed idea about Bao's cancellation and her model rigging payment. That deal was, she earlier said, she wanted some kind of payment for. Instead of focusing on the new model clients, I chose to focus on the people I listed to her and offered a deal above. She said she wanted some kind of payment agreement for the new model exclusivity, which would be another deal, but I didn't refuse to pay her for it like was claimed. The original proposition was only over models, but since I pivoted and the new model clients were off the table, we were just talking about these. I suggested that and include all work. I told her she wouldn't have to pay us a few thousands for her rigging. Back from her offer, I guaranteed her many projects she wanted. She worked it with Silvervale occasionally, never with Cotton, and only with Bao on her model, so she wouldn't be missing out on income. We wouldn't be ready to replace, and this is kind of what he's saying right here. We could do it when Silver asked for art. Okay, this is the other thing that was missing out of that one. And then tell us to buy another art piece so that you can still get a job from it. Okay, I'll ask for a Demon Cinder figure. Okay, can I ask for a Demon Cinder? I will ask about it right now if you want one. Yeah, deal. let me see what I could do. Blank says, shit. I don't think they're shipping internationally. Our customs for this one, but I'm gonna tell him to get one for you. Nano, it'd be fair, but okay. Red, Nano, it'd be fair, but okay, but I could ask Damon Cinder figure. Yeah, deal. Okay, awesome. What the fuck was this chat? You're getting a Damon figure, lol. Them, we have a deal. Okay, we'll make sure. No work. Okay, so is she a fan of Cinder or something like that? I just want to understand. That's the thing that bugs me about this whole situation. Like right now, I'm just kind of like, okay, am I in the chat right now? Am I in the chat? Chat. Are we live? Okay, I mean I'm in the Discord right now. I don't know. Let me go ahead and check. Testing 1 2. Okay, let me see if I can get this done because this is kind of ridiculous. So Red basically conversated. Okay, not working with Bao and Cotton for continuing giving the model work to various art comms. We'll pay for rigging for you if you don't need to pay us back. You just sent a free Damon figure. Yes. Aye, Nano. I'll have Sleepy reference in other chats for you ASAP, but if you want to start on the AFK label art, meantime, you can IDK ever sent a template and have the templates wait a minute. So Red basically claims that Nano and I went back and forth on negotiating the deals we both agreed on about it. It was a deal that made each other, the other word was no contract involved. She made a verbal agreement, which basically can be, but if you put it on the screenshots and on the logs, it's a verbal agreement. It's classified as a contract handshake, even though it technically she basically agreed for a piece of the deal. She equally said that she went into need out before the deal agreeing to it. She was fully aware she was agreeing to it and was completely capable of turning me down if she chose to. I would accept it that like always, but if I knew it all along, I could just manipulate Nano to do whatever I wanted, like I have allegedly done before, including canceling models. Why didn't I just do that instead of making any kind of deal with her in the first place? This was a mutual agreement between me and both of us. She made an offer to cancel Bao's model. We negotiated. Both of us agreed. To deal was made. But in the end, the conversation at the final terms of the deal were never shown in the Nano document. Also, I refused to pay for exclusivity like it was falsely claimed in her document. I was absolutely open to exclusively payments, just like I was to the first artist, our video editor. Shown in Bao's section, artist 2 in Silvervale's section, Nano suggested it for the model exclusivity, but like she said, there would be another deal. I moved it on from that to focus on 3 people I brought up. Both sides agreed to the deal without revisiting the idea of payments again. Other than paying us for her modeling rigging, there was no manipulation. I didn't lie to her about what I actually believe at the time. I did, and always have, cared about our friends, and I was under the impression that what Bao did was against me, Cinder, Tricky, and Vienna, and Cotton hurt another one of our friends I cared about. Made this mistake of trying to do what I thought was right by them at the time without considering people I would affect. So he admits wrongdoing about the whole situation with Bao, because of the whole situation that happened. So to explain, he basically said, after what happened, I told Nano and agreed she wouldn't work with Silvervale at the time. We continue working with Nano on lots of projects. We always done. We fully paid her the new model rigging. She was sent a demon figure. Red never told me that Bao and Cotton were ever talked about, including their agreements. Bao had another model that was canceled. Their deal didn't include the part about Nano not taking any new model clients we had talked about before. But I was
Oh,
okay, was leaving. Okay, what's going on?
what's
Welcome.
up? I'm just saying, like, the Cinder drama is like so many. It's like 1,000 pages, which is too
Yeah,
much to me to handle,
yeah,
and
that's
I don't
why
want to
I'm.
go through it.
And guess who the catalyst was doing this?
Who?
It was Nanoliths.
Herself? An analyst?
Yeah, she was the catalyst. She
Mm.
basically lied to everybody. That's what Red is trying to point out.
And the point is, like, this whole situation, this whole drama, it's been like months ago. But the point is, I don't know why Cinder just let it go and move on. That's the thing.
Because Cinder is being affected by it financially. That's why.
Oh, it was a
and
money
and
problem.
it wasn't just a money problem. It's also the fact. It's also she could return at any time she wanted, but it's also affecting her reputation as a VTuber, and also the fact that her friends around her are being affected by it as well. And
Yeah.
the fact that Red, she kind of said, "Hey, I'm no longer going to be around with Red. Red's not my is not going to take care of management, even though we're still together."
Of course.
Because the situation kind of like Red basically was acting on her behalf without Cinder knowing about it. That's what happened in the situation, or redacted as they call him in the messages.
Yeah.
So
And the thing is, I would agree one thing that he doesn't want to be the manager while being her boyfriend. That's the problem.
yeah, because he did a lot of work, even from the story here that he basically said he paid Nanolis's rigging by giving him a verbal contract.
Oh,
Yeah, basically they weren't signing any contracts or anything. It was basically on Discord. And the screenshots that he showed here pointing out that he promised her that we would pay for your rigging uh if you don't go to Bao, um if you don't go to Bao or the other three artists that were in there.
of course.
Yeah, Bao, Cotton, Silver, not work at all with Bao, Cotton, Cinder. Those are the
Oh,
terms. And we'll send you
so
a demon
basically,
figure. We'll pay for your rigging. We'll pay for your bleep rigging for you, and you don't need to pay us back. Continue giving you the model work for various for comms that they want to do.
yeah. And the thing is now, here's one thing I'd ask. How's Cinder gonna recover from all this after this stuff happens?
Well, there's two sides of it, because the thing is like they're trying. I know Mitsu is basically calling out everybody, including anyone who basically is trying to defend themselves in the situation, because she Mitsu, the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so keep in mind, I keep mistaking Mitsu as a guy, because he is a guy. He's like a femboy.
Yeah.
So basically, this is what Mitsu says: "No one wants to read at all, bro. You were making 3-part videos, single tweets for months. You lived for this cause, and you can make slop content for a year over this one document. I've seen people who have never covered drama before do readings on stream. People love how much here, no matter how much they try and lie about it, because this was kind of the thing. Like they're pointing out the issue here because Kazahana basically, I just think you're dumber. LMAO. The internet drama is not a court case. Everybody knows the releasing of 1,000 isn't the smartest thing to do in response to the drama, as people won't read your, because this is the thing. The part of the internet drama response is making it digestible, which this document is digestible in a way, because it also shows the dates. It also shows the screenshots. It seems like Red actually, even Cinder pointed out these issues, and they even have like the payment process that they promised Nautilus on this one, because Nautilus was the one that basically snitched on Cinder, but according to Cinder didn't know what Red was doing behind her back.
Oh,
and Red admits the wrongdoing.
And besides, like with Red, well, he shouldn't have done that in the first place. And look, I get the point what he's trying to do, but point is, look, he doesn't need to do that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Yeah, and of course, you know, Nautilus, who was involved in this situation, basically tried to destroy Cinder's reputation by basically putting out a docket with Shy Lily, with the help of Shy Lily on this whole situation, claiming that she did this and this and this, like claiming that Red and Cinder were doing all of this.
Yeah, and we all know about the former Cinder fans kind of destroyed all the Cinder items. And I know they're not gonna come back, but however, you know,
well,
one thing
looking
for sure.
at this, it looks like there are people that still follow her.
That's true, but talking about the former fans, as in the ones who were who just desperate for a girlfriend situation.
And she still has like 3,000 followers.
Yeah, but the problem is, these people really need to stop taking VTuber so seriously. Like, look, I get it, you want to get a girlfriend, but problem is, look, VTubers are just like girlfriends experience. You know, they're like, let's say they're practice girlfriends until you get a real girlfriend. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, because I did bring up your situation.
Yeah.
I didn't mention the VTuber. I didn't mention the VTuber that you dealt with.
Yeah, I kind of did block her because since she thought I was a minor, so I blocked her, and I blocked her alt accounts anyway.
Yeah, because I know you're adult, man. I saw your pictures.
Yeah.
I can confirm this, guys. You can take my word for it. He's an adult.
Yeah,
I know
I am an adult.
Everyone who saw him at conventions can confirm he's an adult. You don't have to take, if you don't want to take my word for it, I bet you $100 this guy's a adult. It's just the problem was his Eevee avatar kind of like convinces her that this is a kid because he's a Pokemon fan. I don't hold it against him for being a Pokemon fan because he is a Pokemon fan. 100%.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, but even though I'm not gonna use this icon no longer, at some point once my rebrand will be starting. Yeah. At the moment when my PC gets fixed and all this stuff.
And they were criticizing how you articulate your words, and you don't seem to have a problem with that. I mentioned your social skills.
Yeah, the problem is, here's the thing. Her fans and the VTuber herself, that I don't want to mention too much about her, but here's the thing. She's the one basically didn't understand very well how I speak. That's how she thinks. And the thing is, how did I harass her? I didn't harass her, and And the spam thing, if I annoyed her, I don't know why she just banned me. She just like talk with
Yeah,
me in the first
it'd be
place.
funny. It'd be funny if you make like a doc about this, going like, and, and it'd be funny. Like you'd be canceling her because, look, I don't want to cancel her. She could do whatever she wants. It's just she kind of banned me for that reason, thinking I'm a child.
and
Look, I get it.
and also she thinks I'm a snitch because she banned me on Twitch the other time.
Yeah, she banned you on Twitch, Twitter, and also
No, she banned me on Twitch.
and then she blocked you on
Then banned me
Twitter.
on the blue Twitch. You know,
Oh, Blue Sky.
not Blue Sky, the other blue Twitch, which you know.
Kick.
No, it's like an alternative to OF.
OF. Oh, it's like the other one. Oh, I know what you're talking about. That site that streams like the
Yeah,
adult content. Yeah,
yeah, and her Discord server.
and her Discord server. She banned
But
you
yet,
off of
how?
those places because
And
you.
she blocked me on Twitter.
Yeah, and she has huge ass titties. That's the problem.
Yeah,
It's like the
and
guy was basically saying to you, "Oh, she's on her period." No, she has huge ass titties, man.
but the thing is,
They
some
grow.
about here's the thing is, what's really ridiculous is after she banned me, she's still messaging me on that blue Twitch I'm talking about.
Yeah, she's still messaging you, and it's like
But like,
you should
I
just
I like
unfollow.
ghosted her out.
Yeah, and she wants you
But
to
so
go
what you were saying?
on her OF page.
No, really, it's just she just want to go into this session. I'm the one talking about, you know.
Like that's stupid.
Yeah,
Don't
because she
don't
just want more money out of me.
just
That's
don't.
why.
Yeah, just
I know.
don't.
That's
Just
why I
don't.
ghosted her out.
And that's the thing. Like I'm just telling you, just don't do that. Just
Yeah.
don't. It's not gonna help you. Like seriously,
Yeah, I know.
because that's the thing that you just don't even bother. Just be like it's okay. Just don't.
Yeah. But yeah, I just ghosted her out anyway, since I'm not gonna reply to her anyways. I'll keep like ghosting her until, she stops anyway.
Yeah, because I get that she was like really pissed off with you because you were starting shit with her online, but it
I
wasn't
didn't
your
start shit
fault.
with
It was
her.
just her mods assumed okay. They assumed based
Yeah,
on your
and some of her
communication
fans.
skills, you were a
Yeah,
kid.
yeah.
That
They think I'm
happens
a
a
kid.
lot, dude. Like I can understand.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah, and the
understand.
thing is,
Like
these people think I'm a kid, but yet they don't even see I'm an adult because they didn't see the last photo that was an anime NYC with Milky Ways.
yeah, Milky. I feel bad for Milky
Yeah,
because Milky, they banned her off of
Twitch, but she got back
PayPal.
on.
Yeah, her
I
PayPal's
know.
gone. Like like those people really fucking like got upset with her and and removed her because oh my god, she's promoting pornography. We gotta
Yeah,
ban
and
her.
the thing is, honestly, like, what's the problem with Milky Way's content? It's not no big deal, but at least she's more
It
honest.
might be because of her boobs size. That's why.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
And the problem
and to be
with
honest, and to
there's
be
been a
honest,
situation where the credit card companies are trying to ban
yeah, we know the
anything
crackdown that's still
pornographically
full.
related to
Yeah, not
anime
just
or anything like that because they feel that
yeah.
this is literally a child. This is literally
Uh,
what's going on with your situation. They think you're a child because you're into
yeah,
Pokemon, and Pokemon's been
yeah,
around since the '90s and the early
and
2000s, as I recall.
yeah, and the thing is, how the heck I'm a child, and yet there's a picture of me dressing up as one of my OGs who I support mostly.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It's just I guess she wasn't into that type of cultural thing. She may be a VTuber because there are VTubers that are just in it for the money And
Yeah.
yeah, it's understandable. But this chick's
You know,
basically a cam girl. So keep in mind, guys, she's just a cam girl, nothing
well,
more.
here's the thing: is she wasn't a cam girl. She was a flesh streamer before
Yeah, she
she
was a
became,
flesh streamer before, and then she decided to go into VTubing, and
and
she
then
decided
she
to
went to the rebound.
yeah, and rebounded and became well known in the community. And I don't want to start anything with her. That's why I don't mention her. It's just
Yeah,
the fact is, guys, the this is the type of stuff he's dealing with, and sometimes I do try to help him out on this issue. But
and the
the
thing
point
is,
that I
I
made
just don't want to waste my
about
time
the
on
is
her
like the
anymore.
social skill thing, the social skill
Yeah,
aspect, because sometimes you you bring up your stuff here when we're talking about
and,
anime,
yeah.
and I understand
That's
it.
the thing
You're
about.
pissed off with that situation, and that's
Well,
why I
the
had to
thing is,
bring it
though,
up with
is
you because of the issue with social skills. Like, dude, we're talking about
yeah.
anime. You're bringing up your your drama.
But yeah, here's the thing: is if I get mistaken as a child, oh my god, they really need to just grow up anyway because
Because they don't want to get
they
into
don't.
trouble, dude. That's what happened. Because you have to understand, a lot of these people make these rash decisions because they might just mistaking you. Because you have to understand, she's an adult, a
Yeah,
content creator.
yeah,
Because she's attracting, because she doesn't want to get that bad reputation of her being a and the fact that this guy basically told you about the way you were talking and everything, you are
yeah,
communicating just fine. It's just
yeah,
that sometimes people might mistake you for that because of what you're saying. You're not. You're not
yeah,
a because I know you're a man because I could hear when I hear your voice. It seems like normal to me.
yeah. When I type, it might be an issue for me that I didn't use my voice to write
Yeah,
it down.
I
That's
guess
why.
it's because they probably because I know a lot of guys that are like disabled and everything. Like they have
Yeah,
issues and they have communication issues, and sometimes it does happen.
yeah,
Like it
and-
could be your speech impediment. It could be your speech impediment. You know what I'm saying, fool? That's what they be saying.
yeah.
I can
But
imagine her banning me doing that. Doing that. You know what? You're right. I gotta go back to school and everything because everybody thinks I'm
speech
stupid.
therapy. More likely, I'm more likely gonna go back to speech therapy. That's all I can say.
No, it's fine. You're communicating just fine.
Yeah,
It's just the way that guy was telling you that it was like, yeah, but at the same time, it could be like social skills.
yeah. More likely, might speak okay, but it might be the lack of social skills I have. That's why.
Yeah, that's probably why they kind of get upset with you, and I'm not mad at you because
Yeah,
luckily
and
people have patience with people.
I'm not really surprised about it, anyways. Now,
because
anyways.
because people can't really there are people out there that don't have the patience to handle people when they feel annoyed by them, and sometimes it's like, yeah, this person's annoying, I'm gonna have to tell them the truth. That's kind of how it is.
Yeah, if she wants to tell the truth about it, it's fine, but it's whatever. But I don't want to waste my time waiting for her to admit it. But
Admit
if
wrongdoing.
yeah. But the thing
Yeah.
is, just let it go anyway, since I
Well,
already have
because that's
other
the
oceans
thing. Like, you're not the only one that deals with that issue. It's kind of also
yeah,
what Mitsu deals with too. Like,
yeah,
if you're gonna sick your fan base at me, go ahead. I'm just telling the truth, yo.
yeah,
Because Mitsu's been dealing with it because a lot of people were not reading the whole situation about what Cinder did,
yeah.
and
And the
and the
thing
fact
is,
that people were talking, you're right. I won't cover it. Let people continue with, like, I'm looking at the situation with Mitsu's perspective of this because everybody was like getting upset about the Cinder situation because in that Google Doc it kind of shows the fact that Natalis, who was the artist and everything for Cinder, was lying. because
Yeah.
like she said, this was a not a contract agreement, but a but a handshake agreement, private handshake agreement that basically would be considered. She could have backed out at any time or said no, but but she didn't. She could
Right.
she was bribed with a rigging offer, which I think she should have disclosed that, but
Yeah.
she didn't.
Yeah. It's better to like keep it disclosed. Like, don't talk in pro. Anyway, and the thing is, besides, as much of with Sender, I'm still don't trust her to be honest in a way.
I understand. Like I get that people don't like the situation, and I'm just like looking at this situation because the fact that people have pointed out they lied to you. I have all the proof, which is why I threw my manager boyfriend under the bus. I'm very intelligent.
Well, it might be another speech situation as well that most people don't
Yeah, and
realize.
they're making fun of one person who basically like Mitsu basically is talking about this situation because of the fact that everyone who's like a content creator talking about this situation, you can tell a lot of them are upset because of the fact that she was the one that kind of does believe that Cinder is somewhat innocent, even though she isn't a saint either. But she believes that Cinder isn't really, the person that you should be angry about is the fact that she could have what you call it not
Just
accepted
well,
the offer, but she did it because
yeah,
she needed the money to basically pay for a to pay for a to pay for a rigging and cancel all the
yeah.
other work orders that she was doing for other people, but she chose Cinder instead. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people have been talking about this situation, pointing out the issue, and the fact that Mitsu kind of disagreed. All the fans went after her over it. All the VTuber fans that were fans of other people attacking her, attacking him. I'm sorry, him, because I always confuse him her to him because Mitsu is like a femboy, but out of respect for him, he stood his ground on this.
Yeah. Well, I just gotta learn from what Mitsu say. At least if stuff like this happens and people don't understand my
Yeah, because
speech,
Mitsu
well,
has a bad reputation within the VTuber community. No one wants to associate with Mitsu because Mitsu tends to question a lot of VTubers when it
yeah,
comes down to it. Because it's kind of
yeah,
in the very nature of Mitsu expecting a lot of things that are not there.
yeah. But at the same time, I'm gonna say this. With certain VTubers, like I stick with the ones that I mostly trust, including Milky Ways.
Yeah,
Since she's more trustable
yeah, because
than the
I understand
VTuber.
that you dealing with these VTubers and everything, and you're trying to
Yeah,
you're a fan of them and you like them, and it does happen a lot.
yeah. But the thing is, nothing is lost because I didn't. Here's the thing with that VTuber in question. And I don't want to talk about her. At least nothing is lost because I didn't bought her merge or her subs.
Okay.
That's the only good thing to talk about.
Yeah.
But at least the only thing I still support VTubers no matter what. If I still watch their streams or talk with them sometimes. But I keep on my main Oshis, nothing much.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about talking about this because this is something that happened. Um,
What happened? Is it different news?
yeah,
Is it
some news.
gaming?
The whole Visa Mastercard thing. You know that website called DL Site?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, DL Site is basically they
Making another
sell a lot of
payment processor.
visual novel games, gal games.
Yeah,
That's what they're known for, and also adult content. They decided to
yeah.
make their own
They're,
payment processor.
yep, they did that.
Yeah, and right now, I know there's several websites now. They're no longer. I know. Let me see. I know that now they're accepting credit cards now.
Yeah, but they had to do like in a way in the process in the way that they can do anyway.
Yeah, because there's no way to make money. I know a lot of companies are right now are just accepting credit cards now because banks won't give them the money. They gave up. They gave up a lot of because credit is the only thing to make money off of, and that was the biggest
Credit
problem.
cards, but credit cards, but not debit cards, right?
Yeah, no debit cards, just credit cards only. I know. I know.
Yeah.
I know that Steam is only doing that too, and that's what they're trying to do.
Well, I kind of link my bank card to PayPal, so it won't be an issue on that, right?
Yeah, but you can still use your credit card if you need to,
Yeah,
because the thing is like these days now there's certain companies that won't accept PayPal,
yeah.
and I
Well,
know that there's like a stipulation on what the banks are doing with Visa and Mastercard because there's a lot of things that are happening.
yeah. And I'm gonna be honestly clear, like the banks, they really need to stop. They need to stop being so afraid because it's Operation Choke Point. It's gonna end at some point because
Yeah,
And my thing is like with with what's going on with the government shutdown. Well, let's say one thing for sure that they're cleaning up what's going on in the government, like getting rid of the bloat.
yeah,
Hmm?
they're getting rid of the bloat, but they're also getting rid of the absolute the absolute stuff that's happening.
Like what?
They're getting rid of all the LGBTQ stuff, which is kind of cutting the money on LGBTQ stuff because they've
Yeah,
been trying to influence other countries with it, which we shouldn't be because of religious reasons.
yeah, that's
And
true.
the problem is like the LGBTQ stuff kind of was the catalyst of what we were dealing with for the last 10 decades because a lot of the NSA was found out to be LGBTQ and they were trying to stop all the LBG, like trying to actively sabotage movements, like for example GG, because
You
they were
mean
using government funds to basically investigate these so-called Nazis and everything because of
yeah,
anti-LGBTQ resentment because of the fact that this is just and it's kind of what was going on
yeah?
because the
And the
NSA
thing
was
is, these
involved
people,
and they were found out to be all LGBTQ, and a guy snitched on them and to get them all fired because they should be focusing on threats that were in outside of government because considering what happened with that one shooting that happened at a synagogue in Texas, they instead
yeah,
of
and the churches.
and the churches because of the fact that this is a Muslim guy came into the country, had a background in terrorism, and no one stopped him. No one in
But
the
it's because
CIA stopped him, but let him in, and suddenly he shoots up a synagogue in Texas.
yeah, and to be honest, I don't like when people forcing religion to others. Like, look,
Yeah,
with what the thing is, these people today, oh, are you Islamophobic? No, no one's Islamophobic. It's
no one's
basically nobody wants.
Islamophobic, but you.
Huh?
That's the thing.
Okay.
But I've been
Yeah,
dealing with we were dealing with a lot of this crap for a lot of years, and people don't seem to realize what's going on.
yeah. And the thing is they keep saying they don't like for religion to be forced. Why they're so afraid of being called Islamophobic if they don't like, if they
The,
want if these people try to force Islam onto others. That's the problem.
Here's the thing I want to point out to people, um, and this is not against the people of Palestine that are trying to fight against Palestine. Here's what I have an issue with is that every time you guys keep attacking the anime community and then post that Arab.org thing.
Yeah.
I've been seeing this pattern lately of people that been posting like Arab.org. Not only that, like these people were trying to cancel people online and then posting Arab.org. Remember the Christina drama? And they accused her of being a Zionist. You know who Christina
Yeah.
V is, right?
I don't remember very well, but I heard of her.
Yeah.
But anyways, be right back for one moment, right?
Okay.
You could still talk, right?
Be right back for a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So I'll be right back.
Hello? Well, it's quite quiet, but I know JT is doing something at the moment. Well, I'm just gonna relax for a bit, play my game. So, I'm better check what's in the chats. Just give me one moment. I know he's streaming. Okay. Okay, still the be right back. Okay, I'll wait till he's gonna.
I'm sorry. You there? You?
Oh, I'm here. I'm just laying. I'm just sitting down playing. Dungeon and Degenerate Gamblers.
Oh, really? Have you played that new
Yeah, it's
new Parasite Mutant game yet?
no, I didn't have the time to play it yet.
Yeah, because I heard it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so every time I notice people posting that thing, attacking the anime community, and then posting this, as if they
Yeah, I get.
you get
Like,
those.
as much as I know, regardless of, they try to want to force religion to others or politics onto others,
I
which
know,
is
and they've been
a
doing
problem.
this. They've been doing this for a long while, and it's getting
Yeah.
to that. It's like they always try to propagandize, accusing the anime community of this, and we noticed this one thing that happened: the fact that they keep using bots to upvote this stuff too.
Yeah, which is kind of cheating.
Because they're trying to influence people to believe in this stuff. The one thing I had to point out to people was that this is the truth. This is the truth that I had to put it. I'm tired of seeing them attack the anime community. Not only did they attack the anime community, they attacked a VTuber and a voice actress, threatening
Yeah.
them online. This is the kind of shit that makes people turn away from Palestine. Because it's like, oh great,
And
another fucking advertiser for Era.org. This is not going to help to save Palestine. You're just pissing off the anime fans. That won't help Palestine. The only thing that will save Palestine is to keep speaking the truth, like how Nick Fuentes speaks the truth about Israel, which is
yeah,
true because he got banned for speaking the truth about Israel. They
just
kicked him out of the platform because he spoke the truth about Israel a lot more, and people were calling him anti-Semitic for it.
and yet, and I forgot there was an Orthodox Christian pastor kind of was criticized, but he got kicked out of YouTube anyway.
Yeah, and they've
As
been
well.
doing this, If you actually cared, But did they ban Hassan for saying it? No, because they know how
No.
stupid he is.
Yeah, and some people are afraid to say, "Oh, you're Islamophobic."
Here's the thing: there are some good people that are in Islam.
Yeah,
The problem is like I get it. Like it's hard to defend your religion when your religion has its issues too.
yeah.
Not everyone's
And I'm gonna
perfect,
be
and I
honest.
get it. Like not everyone is perfect.
And I'm gonna be honest. Look, if you're a real Muslim and you see someone using their religion as a shield or as a weapon to go against others, how would you feel?
I would be pissed off. And that's the thing. Like I get why people want to defend their religious practices, but there's a guy out there. Can you debate him on the religion of Islam? No. He can give you tons of examples in Islam, the contradictions in them. He can give you tons of examples, and I was like looking into it, like he's not lying, and that's Sam Shimon. He could debate.
Yep,
He could debate you on Islam and make you look like you're an idiot
that's true.
because he read Islam. He read the Bible. He points out the even the history of Islam, like the debate about Christianity when Muhammad basically was debating a Christian about, and it was in the historical documents that happened. He did not deny, because considering that Islam dictates that everything in the Bible was true, that Jesus did make birds out of clay. He did not. He stayed silent and admitted it was true. Because he did not lie. He's not supposed to lie. But in the Bible, even though it was like a long time ago, Jesus did make a bird out of clay. And that was San Shimon's argument. There are several, and the one thing that bugged me, you know, that history about Islam. Did you know? Even though they say it's the religious of peace, but remember, they were fighting over which is the legitimate copy of Islam, the Islamic book of the Quran. Those who, because they were claiming that every book that all his disciples wrote and caught word for word what Muhammad said. Every word that was said separated by every disciple who talked to him and told him everything about. There were several copies, and one of them claimed that they had the legit copy of Islam. Then it became, once he died, they all were fighting each other for who had the legitimate claim of the copy of Islam, the legit copy of the Quran. And they were killing each other over the Quran. I'm not joking, look it up. Even Aisha was fighting tooth and nail over the Quran. You don't believe me? Look it up. And there's a practice called muta. You know what muta is, right? Hello? Constantly rest in peace. Yeah. And I'll bring up the muta thing, like in the Quran.
I'm back.
You know what muta is, right?
Muta, so you talking about Mutahar or someone else?
No, it's a practice. Muta. Temporary
Oh.
marriage. 12 Shia Islams. The two individuals agreed to marry for a fixed, predetermined period, often exchanges for payment. Basically, the contract must clearly state the duration of a dowry, and it ends automatically when terms expire. While it's permissible to dispute that Sunni Muslims, Shia Muslims consider it sanctioned and legitimate for temporary partnership, provides halal. The way that it, like, that was another thing. Like, people used to always joke about muta. Like, what is muta? Well, I can tell you it's temporary marriage, but at the same time, you know, it's basically making Muslim single moms. Basically, they call it temporary. They call it prostitution at the same time. And they do it as an insult. They do it as an insult. Like, muta is kind of like, okay, I'm gonna do muta on your mom. I'm gonna do muta on your sister. I'm gonna do muta on your... It is considered an insult.
Yeah.
I swear to Allah, I will do muta on your daughter.
Muta, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like basically struggle snuggle.
Yeah. It's basically, it's like a temporary marriage. I will do muta on your sister. And it is considered an insult in Islam. It's a temporary marriage. Like, it's basically like if you were married to a like, for example, a basketball player. That's kind of what muta is. You know that chick that I forgot what his name was, and he married that OnlyFans model. And what I recalled, that's kind of like, and she converted to Islam, and she's trying to get like money off of him and divorced him. And I called, and the funny thing is, we kind of joked around about it, going like, okay, that's muta. That's an example of muta. She divorced her husband for money.
That's crazy.
Which they can do. It's a temporary partnership that's kind of like that, and they get money out of it. And they only do it to certain, like, female Muslims, like black chicks. Like, that's kind of the what muta is, and it's like people don't seem to understand. Like, it is considered an insult if you say, I will perform muta on your mother tonight.
Oh my god, it's like doing your mom.
Yeah, doing your mom. I'll insult you by doing muta to your sister tonight. And it's kind of it's like a temporary divorce thing. Like, yeah, who is the next caliph? Yeah. But yeah, Shia and Sunni are split over who's the next caliph. Yeah, and I'm not gonna disrespect the people of Islam, but I find some of it's kind of funny. Because muta, yeah, like, I will do muta on your mother and your sister and your cousin too, and your third cousin split by. Because it's basically temporary marriage. It's legal in Islamic law, so yeah.
Yeah, I will muta my oshi, I say.
Yeah, you gotta muta your oshi. Temporary marriage. Yes, and do jihad. And we will weave jihad. Yes, we are going to do weeb jihad on you bitches, because we're tired of you guys sending that message. online that we're a bunch of like we get tired of that shit.
Yeah.
Calling us the P word. It's like a lot of people don't watch, and I kind of agree with Espiritu Otaku, because he kind of points it out. Like, these people never watched anime. Because I actually did ask the question about a Pacific anime, which was Mashuki Tenshin, if I pronounce it right, because I apologize. Because I asked that question, and I recalled I asked this question saying this because I watched this series myself. I never had a problem with it. Mashoka Tensei is actually like this is isekai basically goes into the whole, because people, yeah, he's like a degenerate. He's not perfect, but did you notice he had social anxiety disorder? And why he didn't go to the funeral and was afraid to talk to people in the first episode? This whole story was about a journey, living his life and learning to grow as a person. Did you bother not to notice that? And that was the thing. People never watched Mishoki Tensei.
Oh, fact.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they don't engage because they know they're in the wrong. They don't bother to question because they're not a part of the anime fandom. They're a bunch of trolls, and people pointed this out. They're just a bunch of trolls trying to get people to on the ride. These are people that are basically using like upvotes and everything. And Espiritu kind of points that out. These people are just a bunch of posers that hate the anime fandom as a whole. And it's like people seem to not understand the issue, why we hate when people come into the fandom and then try to start shit with the fandom over stuff they don't like. And I don't have a problem with it. Like, oh yes, I seen that anime and it's on Blu-ray. It's still on Blu-ray. I need to get it. I need to get a Blu-ray of it because that anime is a very awesome anime. But sadly, it was like a short-lived anime, but it was pretty cool. For those who love anime content, remember my main anime channel. Oh yes, and everyone's like making fun of Hassan over electrocuting his dog with a shock collar. And everyone's like getting upset about it. Like they're just making. I seen the video of it. I thought it was funny, because let me see if I could find it because I remember he gave. Let me go look at my Discord for a moment.
Yeah. I'm back on. It's like my older sister is trying to, going.
Your sister.
Make me going in. Make me doing in.
Yeah, don't do
going
it
in and
again.
out with the chores,
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Like,
But anyways,
oh yeah, this is one that it showed me.
Which one?
This is one of the memes that Hassan, his dog getting electrocuted by thunder strike.
Of course. Hassan's like an animal abuser, to be honest. Like, honestly,
his dog.
Why the heck?
His dog is allowed to move around whenever he likes. It's like that's the very nature of what a dog is.
Yeah, just like how my cat is, to be honest.
Yeah,
back then.
It's like people don't seem to understand the issue with animals. It's like I remember I felt bad because I really felt bad for my dog, and I had to learn the harsh lesson that my dog, who I called Daisy because she was like this sweet girl that is very smart, very intelligent, and I didn't realize she was suffering from an infection. And the doctor told me you should take her out more often, which I neglected to do because I loved that dog to death. She was like the family dog that we all loved and cared about. And I told my family, like, yeah, she's a very good dog. And we kept that dog for a long time until we moved. out of the state and moved to wherever I live now because she was a really good dog, and I realized, she should not, she doesn't deserve to be neglected. She should, and I
That's
just
true.
felt so bad, like I should really take her out more often, and I did. I took her outside more often, let her do her business because she needed relief. She needed to get out because female dogs are no joke. It's kind
Yeah,
of like they're like real females, but because they can definitely, if you don't take them out to do business, they will suffer. Their body will suffer a lot
yeah, it's true.
because you cannot neglect them at all. And that's the thing, like people don't seem to realize that. And people are just like shit posting that whole situation. Sounds like to me the kind of girl to ask me the real popular romance novel Morning Glory milking farm to research why women love monster smut.
Oh my god, is it the female gooner situation?
Yeah, basically the like these they're sold on Amazon.
Yeah, and honestly, what's the issue with male gooners? Like,
There's an overabundance of them.
yeah.
Let me see if I can find them. Popular monster smut books by Goodreads. Let me see. Here's the one. This is the one that everyone was talking about. The milking farm thing. The Morning Glory milking farm book, which is Wasim Nakaska. C.M. Nakaska, a violent, typical down on her luck millennial, mid 20s, overeducated and drowning in debt, on a verge to moving her into her parents' basement when a lifeline appears in a form of a very unconventional job of neighboring Cambry Creek, is no choice but to grab it beforehand with both hands. Basically, she is doing sex work,
Oh
jerking
god.
off, basically milking minotaur jizz.
Oh my god.
That's what
Really?
it is. That's what it is. And you can see right here the faces of women wanting to read this book. Almost 24,000 wanting to read this book, currently reading this book, and you can see right here they're giving it a 3.6. Like no joke. Like it's not the best reading material ever, but you can see right here they all did the reviews. Listen. And they're comparing to Zootopia. They're comparing it to Zootopia. Okay, unofficial tropes are glory hole, massive minotaur dick, collection technician, which is simpler terms stands for the person on the other side of the glory hole doing the milking. Every monster's dick fantasy I ever had coming true, hallelujah.
Yeah.
Also, like the hero, I'm sorry, but damn, the Minotaur was hot. This was this was described large. Like this stuff is just hilarious.
I know.
And it's like, yeah, you can see right here a black woman is like talking about, if you know me in real life, you'll see me read this book. No, you didn't. It's just a mirage. You can tell like people are just reading this enjoying this. It's like it's kind of like that the vampire, that gay vampire bus. Let me see if I can look that up too. No, it's this one. Here it is. This is the vampire night bus that pounds my butt by Chuck Tingle. That one was so wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. Don't meddle with my. That's actually a good manga, but it's kind of too risque. Too risque
Yeah.
for a manga.
Anyways. Yeah. During the beginning of the year, one of my OGs telling me if I dress up as a male version of her, to say I had to shove my butt to her.
You what?
I had to shove my butt to her so I could get kicked out by security.
Well, if you pay me.
Yeah,
I will show you my butt, but only if you pay me. Oh.
I know.
Oh, I did check out Gus and everyone's talking about the controversial episode. Because no one realizes what's going on in that episode. Like, I watched the episode and I thought it was kind of hilarious. Like, this is the controversy of this one image. The girl was manipulated and also taken advantage of by a man who basically bought her from her mom in that episode, which was a disturbing episode. It was like episode 13 of Gus. If I can pronounce it right, let me see if I can look it up, because I kind of feel really bad because I kind of have a hard time pronouncing it. Personally, I know that anime isn't really okay. And I don't hate the episode because I understood where it was coming from, and a lot of people were getting upset about this episode because it took it to a dark place, and right now it's like the top rated anime. It's Gacha Katuka or Gachi Katuka or Kuta or Kuta. If I pronounce it, Gachi Katua or Katuka.
Or the trash anime, right?
Yeah, it's the trash anime. And it's very popular. It's like already at number 2, catching up to One Piece.
Yeah, I might gonna watch that series, to be honest.
Because it's an okay series. I actually liked it. Because I had to finish up watching it, and I watched it at around the afternoon, catched up to it. It's already in 13 episodes. And the last episode, people were like complaining about it because of the controversial episode of it. And I watched it myself, and I have to admit it's a pretty good show. It's very dark, but at the same time a pretty good anime series. It's just one thing that they were bothered by was this character's story. The girl in the tower, I forgot her name. Oi, like it was an AU or Aya, but she had a really dark storyline where she basically she was taken advantage of, and she was given the shoes by a so-called mysterious guy, and she assumed it was an angel. Because the girl was very much, she hasn't really developed it very well when she was a kid, but she was sexually taken advantage of by the adult male, and she kind of, was getting beaten up and abused. And I really felt bad for her, because in her story, even when the main character beat her up, because he was pissed off and frustrated because of the way people looked down upon him. And it's not just from the upper world, it was the downer, it was where he used to live, it was just downwards too. And he was so angry because you could tell he wasn't really, because there's something with it inside of him that wants to rage out. and it's really a dark story. It's pretty much dark storytelling at its worst, but in the end, I do feel bad for her because I'm not going to mention what's going to happen to her
Yeah.
because she was given the chance to keep the shoes even after what they did even after what she did, because they just left her and that was it. But she didn't mind what's his name to come back because the fact that she also feels betrayed by people, and they had something in common. The main character had something in common. I forgot the guy's name, and he was the one that had the ability to basically transform everything into a and I watched it. I would say for a series that is dark, I'll give it I'll give it a 7. And I'm not trying to say it's a bad anime. It's a good anime. It's just the problem is it's not for kids. It may be for kids under the age of 16 and up. That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and continue because I think that anime is a pretty good anime.
Yeah.
And the problem is that people seem to get upset about it and thinking it's bad. Keep in mind, this anime is not for kids. If you feel uncomfortable about this anime, please understand it's not real, and you think the whole fiction affects reality situation is real, then you're an idiot. The thing is, you have every right to not watch the anime
Yeah.
because
And the
if you
thing is,
because it's not like everybody here is going to laugh at you or anything like that. It just gets really stupid when you guys go online and complain about it, and people try to tell you, dude, it's just fiction. Don't take it seriously.
yeah, and these
And those
people need to realize
and
fiction isn't gonna do anything.
yeah, and the problem that people have with those animes is that it just gets to that breaking point that they think everybody out there is going to hurt them, when in reality it doesn't. And I want everyone to be clear. Like, I'm not against any anime to be censored. I'm not against anime. I think most anime has can be because I grew up on a different generation and I watched anime differently than others. Because
That's true.
I remember anime was only available on VHS, and it wasn't mainstream on TV as much because there wasn't many animes out there that were, except all I remember is Samurai Pizza Cats, um, Guy King, which I saw in Spanish, uh, and we used to have this one anime called El Super Lazor, and that was actually aired on Spanish television. There was also other animes like Tetsunujin 28, but I watched it Tetsunujin 28 Shin, but they called it Gigantor in the US back in the 80s.
And not to mention, Samurai Pizza Cat was also a different series back then. But yeah, here's the thing: the dub is kind of different from
Yeah,
the Japanese.
the Japanese because really it was basically a joke.
Yeah,
Nevertheless, this has become one of those situations to where people are getting into this panic mode when anime used to be where that you could buy it on VHS if you wanted to watch it privately in your own home, which they allow you to do, because it was basically that when I remembered as a kid back in the 90s. From the 80s, you can rent this stuff too, because back then anime on VHS was a thing. Let me see if I can look it up. Anime VHS tapes. Like, they had so many, like, anime VHS tapes on eBay. But I remember they had all these things on VHS back in the days.
That's true.
Yeah.
And even I watch anime that I rented from the library, as in like I borrowed.
Yeah, and there's like tons of VHS tapes that they had that were anime related. And I remember back then, like for example, let me see if I can look it up. Jubei-chan, Ninja Girl. I remember seeing that on VHS. Pet Shop of Horrors. I have the Blu-ray now. I have the full set of. They have Dragon Ball Z tapes. These were, and they cost a lot. Back then, it was like $30 per tape per episode for 3 episodes to watch. Keep in mind, like a lot of these VHS tapes they had, I used to remember bootleg tapes of Japanese anime too. Like, yes, Trigun, for example. This one was very expensive to get, including the DVDs. Midnight Panther. Very much an adult rated anime, but they put it out there, even in English dub. If you wanted to watch the Japanese version, get the Japanese version, but they only sell them separately from English to Japanese. And oh yes, they did release a cartoon of Gen 13 movie, and you can see it on YouTube. Yes, Manga Entertainment, Wings of Honiamis. Great anime. But they do have other anime tapes. See if I can find it. Anime VHS tapes. They even had the Panzer Dragoon anime, and that was AD Vision's VHS tape. All these tapes of anime that exist: Dirty Pair Flash, Sailor Moon, Phantom. Those were like around the 90s and 80s through the 2000s of VHS tapes. End of Summer 2. Hentai.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Mole Diver. That's actually an okay one. Armored Dragon Legend Vulgus OVA on VHS. This is like a Japanese tape, but it's very rare, but never aired in the never sold in the US. Silent Service, another one that's okay. And they had Tenchi Muyo, which I remembered. They always sold out. All those Tenchi Muyo tapes were very rare, and I remembered every time I go to the store wanting to watch Tenchi Muyo, it sold out. I could not get a single damn copy of Tenchi Muyo. And this was back in the 90s. I remembered anime was. Hey, you got a problem with your audio? Everything okay?
I'm here. Oh yeah, I have to keep that close to my phone.
Okay.
That's the thing, when I'm
Yeah.
playing my game.
Battle Athletes VHS tape plot. Battle
But
Skip.
anyways,
Like those were the days when I remembered VHS. If you couldn't see them on TV, you can watch it on VHS, and those were the options. GI Joe back when it was called Action Man in the UK. Macross and Get a Robo VHSs. Yeah, my first anime was Macross. Yeah, and Robert, it was back in those days were freaking great. If I couldn't watch those animes, I could watch them on VHS, which was the market back then. If they didn't want animes to be that like, if they wanted anime to be that mainstream, there's an option for animes to be like not mainstream, and if it's like adult rated animes that are considered violent, they would put them on. They would put them on VHS, and then just put it out there. But the sad part is that we deal with that all the time. And those were the days. Those are the fun days of anime. And I used to remember even getting exposed to fan sub anime too, because people used to have colleges where you could rent out tapes for or trade tapes with other people to watch certain animes. Like
and also anime clubs, we used to have them as well.
yeah, and you can even. I used to remember I gave out copies of DVDs that I burnt and gave out to anime fandom.
Oh,
Yeah, I gave those out to the anime fandom just to show them. And I wasn't trying to make money off of them because I usually because I used to remember you can burn disc if you because I used to remember people wanting to watch anime, but they download them off of P2P services that we used to have, like ours and like other places on the internet. And people used to remember those days.
yep.
Like anime used to be, and of course piracy was an issue, and piracy is still an issue, but it didn't stop people from buying anime,
That is true.
and yet it's still making billions of dollars. Oh yeah, Queso's reacting to this. Let's watch this. I gotta watch this. This is funny. We gotta see what Queso's up to. That's Queso. That's Queso. Queso. Queso, don't change. Queso, don't change. Yeah, so Queso kind of reacted to something like this is funny. Oh yeah, they do have the video. Oh, they unavailable the whole thing. That sucks. That sucks. They unavailable that video of him reacting to the game that they're gonna bring out. Ah, oh, come on. That's lame. That's pretty lame. Jesus. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to try to do something. Oh God, they're literally memeing her like crazy. They're literally memeing this girl like crazy. They invited her to Razor headquarters. The office lady actress. And they're giving her a PC. And they're just memeing her like crazy on here. Cause she went to California. That's crazy how they're doing this. Okay, while I was in the slumber, the drama crept up regarding politicized depictions of Gold Ship, the current unrest in Palestine. This community, yeah, this is another thing I'm talking about. Like the whole issue with them trying to bring it up with the whole thing. While I was in my slumber, some drama crept up regardless politicized depiction of Gold Ship and the current unrest in Palestine. This community foremost is meant to be a space for connecting fans and enjoying the series, not spreading political messages.
True.
And the problem is that they keep doing this stuff every time, and I'm not gonna try to go after Jihon, and he's right. Like it becomes this situation like trainer, I don't like it when you start posting that political stuff. I don't really get it. I'm sorry for my precious munchkin. I'll stop, eat dirt. So considering the political message, can you post a horse saying gay or trans rights without having multiple page list of rules? There is always a subjective personality. I don't see how those are really overly political unless the content is targeting a group or whatever, like the previous admin outlined on his post. Shipping it, then fine. Respectfully is spreading the message to stop genocide, free oppression, and really politically more than the ethical moral. I mean, sure, the rule exists for a reason, to not have drama, but perhaps there should be an exception for some cases they don't really harm anyone.
That's
Hey, how's it going?
let's just say there's a blackout where I live, so
I'm sorry about that, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because they've been dealing with that issue with the grid for a long, long time.
Yeah, this is in my hometown really. It's not like the whole
The whole area, the whole island. Okay,
not the
so
whole lot, but rather it's actually my hometown that has a
so
blackout. Anyways.
there's a situation with the Palestinian movement that's going into the Utsame Pretty Derby thing.
My Muslim.
Yeah,
Really?
so
They there?
yeah, they're trying to start shit with the community out there. It says like I do agree with G Honey, whatever his name is, the Herner. He's the phantom of Umemitsume going outside of photography, and I also make memes, videos. Check them out, and patches and hats. So this person, he has a website called Weeb Stitches, and he's a big fan of it. Like he makes products for it. What was going on is that there is a situation where, and you can see right here, he's a big fan of the horse girls. Like he's into the horse pussy.
Of course.
So
let me guess. The leftists have invaded the Uma Musume community.
yeah, and
Fucking hell.
it's the Umesume English unofficial community, which is on Twitter. And he basically said, while I was on Slumber, some drama crept up regarding politicized depiction of Gold Ship and the current unrest in Palestine. This community is foremost is meant to be a space for connecting fans and enjoying the series, not spreading political messages. Keep politics out. And you can see right here what they're doing here. This is an example.
I'm on phone, so let me see.
Yeah. You can see right here, this is an example of it. I don't have a problem with them doing that stuff, like the writer kick thing, but it's just like they're doing the whole free Palestine thing, and this is one of their members doing it. They didn't ban or punish the person, but they kind of responded to that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So they're trying to
fucking gold shit kicking what looks like fucking gold shit. The down does not concern herself with the likes of Zionist.
Yeah. Respectfully is spreading the message to stop genocide and free oppression of people really political or more than that ethical moral. I mean, sure, the rules exist. The reason to is not to have drama, but perhaps there should be an exception to some cases if they don't really harm anyone. You guys do harm people. You guys are harming people. Do you think the community is dedicated to anime horse girls is the most effective place to spread that message? Also, if you allow one exception because of this, the reason, what's the exception to the reason of another for that? And what's wrong with exactly for the spread if it's harming anyone? The community is mainly about anime horse girls. Fair, but that does not mean every single person here incapable of resonating with the message. If you don't care, just scroll by. It's that easy. By that logic, why a group content at all just post anything under the tag. Any post you make bound to resonate with someone. It's just a message after all. It won't hurt nobody. They don't like it, scroll past it. How would Free Palestine hurt anyone at all? Not every message shares the same characteristics. Yeah, it doesn't hurt anyone, but we're not talking about whether people agree or not with that content, but rather that content does not fit here, because it is he's kind of pointing out that why are you bringing up this stuff when it's all about horse girls and anime?
Look, I'm surprised that they haven't gate kept
Yeah,
because
yeah, and
once the game went global, I'm guessing the tourists decided to show up.
yeah, even if it's not political, it's fucking irrelevant. This is a Ume Mutsume, not current world events. The relevancy is Gold Ship is in the art. It's not telling you to be political whatsoever. Yes, it is. Don't try to bullshit us on that one. It's not asking your opinion. It's not asking your opinion. It's just art. Even if you don't appreciate it, you can just scroll by, which is fine. Yeah, people should. Absolutely nobody does it for the sake of messaging LFAO. It's pure clout. Most definitely, but I don't think people who participate in creative arts would use their hard work for form simple clout. Yeah, spreading it elsewhere, not in a community that has nothing to do with politics. Read the part. I think if anything, this world is involved with politics or not. It's the game about horse girls. Retard alert. Retard alert.
Oh yeah, retard alert, retard alert.
Yeah, like the person
Oh
needs
god.
to understand it's a game about horse girls.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, race horses.
Yeah. What does this have to do with a war against like Israel and Palestine? What does it have to do with those two?
I can imagine Goldchase saying that retard alert, retard machine, retard machine.
I know. No exception. This is Pretty Derby. Little community group, not the Hamas recruitment drive. Tell me where the artist
There we go.
For Hamas.
There we go.
Stick to far up the butt that they can't take a joke. Right. This isn't isn't the horse girl game against your religion, Abdullah. None of those horse girls are wearing burqas.
Flawless.
And this is like muting TS CBA arguing with people who ironically call themselves weaves, bro. Being respectful to
these motherfuckers can't right to save their ass. Muting this shit.
I know that's the thing. Like if they can't take
or muting this. Oh, for God's sake, just write this shit or this fully, you lazy cunts.
Yeah,
I hate this TS shit.
Bro, all day long we received information about Palestine and Israel, and the last thing many of us want is for them to come with their stinking slogans and talk about politics in the game. Can you just take your message somewhere else where it really matters? No, the message is obviously political. It has not a single inch of space in Mitsume. Stay out respectfully. Everyone knows what's happening in Palestine. There's no need to remind us that the Jews are war criminals. Maybe it's not funny. Hun's group next time. Maybe not funny in the moment. It's like autism announcement. Okay. Autism announcement, guys. What do you think this is?
Funny basically autism. Oh, yeah, basically we're coming up with autism 3.0.
Yeah, because Pi here, who's talking about never stop speaking about Palestine, Congo, Sudan. Don't forget 2024. And he has the flag of Bangladesh.
Uh-huh.
Oh yes, Bangladesh. That's fine. Yes. So.
Oh, you got. Of course, the guy has a profile pic of Finan from Honkai Star Rail.
Yeah. So
Finan made Muslim.
This is the problem. And this is the problem. We've been dealing with the people of like the Palestine movement in all communities. This is what I was talking about for a while, because all they ever fucking do is bring the message out, free Palestine, free Palestine. It's like, what does it have to do with a horse girls anime?
Yeah. And even though when I reported like some reply posts on every VTuber post that says about Palestine a lot, because like, look, do I care about Palestine? Does any VTuber care? No, nobody cares about that stuff.
No, and this is not how you address the issue about Palestine. The one thing I'm going to tell people, this is not how you go into an anime community calling them names and everything, because we're not involved in it. That's the issue that they don't seem to understand. We're not involved in any of this stuff. Stop involving us into it when we have nothing to say about it. And this is the reason we've been trying to tell people. They not only did they do this to, they did this to a VTuber, they did this to a voice actress, they did this to every person online, including Chibi. They kept bringing this up to Chibi because they don't like Chibi because Chibi's Jewish.
Of course.
That's not to say that the Jews did bad stuff either.
Yeah. And the one thing that should only, I tell this to people, the one thing you should be doing is is to show the truth. That's what you need to do. People have been showing clips. People have been speaking out about it. People even showed articles. People have been showing a lot of things. And I mentioned this stuff. Like I told them. This is what I said. I'm just sick and tired of seeing this attack on the anime community. Not only did they attack the anime culture, they attacked a VTuber. You know the voice actress Christina V, right?
Yeah, we don't.
Online.
Oh, she's not the only one who got attacked, though.
Yeah.
Robert. Okay, they're all Talano tourists.
Yeah.
Look, as someone who is a Talano person, professionally speaking, we do not claim these people.
Yeah. And I actually kind of talked to this person. Man, it's stupid personal shit that's enough to make you turn away from the actual plight, the Palestinian plight. I don't know what to say about this dude. I'm speaking for myself, and that's the truth. I know not everyone likes, but I'm aware. I've seen some of the clips, reports about Palestinian men getting sexually violated and killed by the IDF. That's an unsettling truth no one talks about. And I would ask them, and they don't even reply. The unsettling truth about that Palestinians are being raped. You don't believe me? Look it up on the news. They got sodomized.
It's real.
They got sodomized up the butthole. Violated. Up the butthole, and yet no one talks about it because you don't see these people talking about it. You don't see this guy talking about it. You don't see this guy talking about it because he's a part of BLM. You don't see him talking about the fact that they were getting sexually violated. Do you see any post that says it? No. These people are just, they're just trenders.
Yeah.
They're just they just follow a stupid trend. They don't follow the truth. They don't tell the truth. These people are not legit. They're not illegitimate. They just start shit with the community over bullshit.
Yeah.
Some of them are trolls. The one thing I'm going to point out to people, and this is the thing, they're trying to bring their crazy stuff in there. Like, Joe, people are getting really tired of it. Please do not use characters to do politics. They would be tarnished. The names of the real horses. Not only that, they would actually get banned off of conventions. Why? Because the Jews would
Of
get
course.
Man, why do they have to do this to Reichauer? God damn, dude.
Yeah.
Second Uma Musume daughter, besides Harurara.
Yeah.
Jesus. That is crazy, though.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Like, this is the truth. Save did nobody award.
Joe.
Yeah, and people are getting sick and tired of them.
Save
Bringing
Nobody
politics-
award.
Yeah. Like, they're getting
Dude,
tired of these people.
The thing is, I hate Zionism as much as I hate these motherfuckers.
I know. And they
Like,
don't know,
damn.
and they don't seem to know how to address the issue with people.
I don't want to root for the IDF because
Yeah.
you cocksuckers.
Yeah, I don't want to. Don't make us root for them because we hate this too. We've seen how they treat you guys.
Yeah.
We've seen how Palestine was treated, but instead of telling the truth, which I recommend you do, try telling the truth. And if they ban you, good. You're telling the truth. Because unlike anybody, at least Nick Fuentes has more credibility for the Palestinian movement than you guys, because he actually criticized Israel. Not because he wanted to, because he wanted to, even though he does not like the other side, he told the truth. And no one liked the truth, and they banned him off of Twitter because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as much as I say before, that I don't like when people forcing religion onto others. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, here's the problem with the situation, and I want everyone to understand, is that people are sick and tired of the so-called group of people attacking the anime community and inserting themselves into it and trying to go like the whole Free Palestine thing. The reason why most people don't want the Isume community to be attacked, because neither do we want the Israeli thing either. But you guys are taking it a bit too far with your sheer stupidity of not getting it. We're not involved with the war. Don't make us get involved in it, because that's asking for a lot of trouble in the community. Not only that, Israel will, if anyone from Israel sees this, they're gonna be like, oh my god, these people are going after our and they'll get involved and start doing the same thing too, posting all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Support Israel, guys. Support Israel.
Yeah.
And
that would be obvious, like,
and they'll probably pay some memers too to do this. I'm not joking, they will. And that's the problem. Like, if you really, it's okay to post it outside the whole thing, but posting it in a community of people that just want to enjoy horse girls is kind of the problem that people have.
That's true.
And I'm just like, it's that bad enough. People are telling you this,
and these people take it too seriously over what reason? And instead of like being so much as activists, why didn't they just go to Palestine? I'm just saying.
I know they should have gone to Palestine or or basically show what Palestine was doing to people, but they don't.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
mean Hamas? Yeah, because Hamas is fucking cooked, man. They
Yeah, and it's not only
yeah.
that, they're killing kids.
This shit is all. This shit is performative. They don't give a shit about their own people.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about the fact that that those people are getting killed.
Yeah.
The kids are getting killed. You don't talk about that because there was an incident a long time ago. I felt bad. A little girl was killed in a church.
Damn.
Yeah, Palestinians do have Christian churches in their area. And what happened was Israel destroyed that church with the little girl inside of it. And she called
Yeah, there was recently,
Yeah.
wasn't it? The church. It was a Catholic church bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the IDF went and blew up a Catholic church building in
Yeah, and
Palestine.
there was a little girl calling for help, and she died.
Yeah.
And
It's kind of what.
no one in that group has said shit about it. No one talked about it.
Well, to be fair, both religions fucking hate Christians. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they never will talk about it.
And the thing is, people need to, if they really care about Palestine, just go to the country instead of harassing people.
Yeah, instead of harassing us online over this shit, you guys just keep you can also tell the truth and talk about this shit. But constantly you guys don't talk about it. You just want to go ahead and mess with the anime weaves because you think it's funny.
And the fact that Leaflet was one of the persons who talked about this because she's a Christian herself.
Yeah. And these people do not care about Palestine at all. They never did. They just did that just to mess with the weebs.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. This is the whole point of it. Save did nobody award. Yeah, I don't get it. Why they feel they need to have fictional characters.
Performer.
Yeah.
And the thing is, even if they think about if they want to defend women, why they should just
Yeah, and even one guy who says, literally, I'm support Palestine just like the other person, but this shit gotta be performative as hell. And you're right, it is.
Yes, it's legit performative as hell.
Yeah, this legit is performative as hell, and people are sick and tired of the performative bullshit. That's the thing that people need to understand. This is performative bullshit that this person's doing.
I'm just saying. So that's what I'm saying. Look, if they care about certain causes, they don't want to do it, but because they're too afraid to,
Yeah.
And the thing is, if they care about children, why harassing people who post loli pics or liking loli characters?
And the thing is, I get the guy likes Masume, Matsume, this Uma Matsume thing.
Uma Matsume.
Yeah, Uma Matsume. But it's people need to understand. Hey, admin, I had a heart conversation in DMs, and admin supports Palestine just as much as all of us are. It's just said it's a good thing that my art got traction. It did. Let's chill. Having made a rule after me, I'm living up to my pig anarchist after all. And I'm not trying to, tell this person to censor it. You can see right here, this is another one with Shadow the Hedge with Hedgehog. This is what's going on.
Yeah.
Just show the hedgehog and the Palestine flag.
Yeah. Like this is
And
the artist
honestly,
that is like causing the controversy, bringing attention to the issue. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to try to disrespect this person. It's just people are kind of pissed off with one side after the other causing this mess because we don't want to get involved in politics. That's
yeah.
kind of the issue, and I get that people are pretty upset about this, but I'm not gonna try to slam the artists for doing what they want to do because they feel that they need to protest this stuff, and I don't want to do anything like that. Hello guys, I really appreciate the amount of support I've been getting, and it's an understatement, but saying I am eternally grateful for everyone, single one of you. That said, harassment is never tolerated. Let's let's chime that energy towards positive instead. Yeah, posting the artwork is the first place was a double-edged sword for me since you never know considering, but I'm glad it pushed people to speak up about the ongoing genocide too. Let's not be like those people that use our voice to help Palestinians instead. And this is the thing. And I've been pretty lighthearted and dizzy lately as well. So yeah, this person's kind of like a snowflake.
I had it.
Yeah. I'm sorry if anybody is upset by that. I'll try to recover fast. Also, I'm going to share my resources as much as I can so everyone knows how to help and aid their pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not going to try to be mean to these people. It's just the fact that people are sick and tired of it. Like, next thing you know, the Israelis are going to pay a bunch of people to draw Israeli flags. I'm not joking. They're going to do it.
Oh, they definitely did. They
Yeah.
definitely. Oh, they're definitely gonna do that. Definitely gonna do that because Hasbara and all that.
Yeah.
Hasbara is the propaganda.
Yeah, because they will pay for propaganda.
Uh,
They will pay for that propaganda
I
to
mean,
fight against this.
that's the crazy part is that Netanyahu was saying in a video that he wanted to buy. They want that they want to buy TikTok and they want to buy ads.
Yeah,
Because one of the guys who runs Oracle is a Jew.
yeah,
The sign is Jew.
Oh. And yes, as much as we talk about too much about religion, man.
yeah,
Yeah. Even though like Striker, if you know this early, like JT and I talk about that a certain VTuber thinks I'm a minor because she called me that Eevee kid. And we talk
Edie
about
kid.
yeah.
Wait, erectile dysfunction. What the
Well,
fuck?
that Eevee kid as in think it's because they think I'm a
Oh,
minor.
Evie kid. Okay, my bad. I heard it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I tell you one thing.
Holy.
They think I'm a child, but no, I'm an adult because they didn't look through my photos of me in cosplay, of
yes.
course.
And I have a penis too.
Yeah. And the thing is, I am born with a speech problem, which nobody really understand. That's why.
Yeah,
And they're the first ones who complained that we're being ableist and
Yeah.
taught down to people.
Yeah. Even though I don't want to like destroy someone's reputation over being ableist, which is one thing, but they need to realize, look, they shouldn't be doing that in the first place.
yeah,
People.
but if they sicked
Nah,
anything
nah,
on
they're
you,
hypocrites.
yeah, if they were harassing you or anything like that, you better probably break it to them and tell them, look, if you do it one more
Yeah,
time,
look, you're gonna have to play dirty because these people are hypocrites.
Yeah.
Like what?
And then if they talk about you in any way or say that you did some that they claim otherwise, just tell them the truth.
Ask them to show the receipts.
Yeah, ask them to show the receipts.
Yeah, since I already got the receipts from a friend of mine who spied on the server, but left the server because it got too far.
They
So
went.
they need to. Yeah, he know what's going on. He left because after he knew the truth. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Gunner artists are allowed to draw borderline Gunner shit of the Umas, which are against guidelines and incels eat it all up. But when I make cute Uma artwork of dead supporting Palestine, suddenly I'm breaking guidelines. I'm a dumbass. Make it make sense. Look,
Yeah.
faggot. J- Let me tell you something. Just calling them incels. That was your first mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're too afraid to say the V word because they virgin, virgin, virgin.
And that's the thing that I hate the most about it is like the problem is they don't want to get involved in in politics. That's the issue.
Yeah.
They don't want to get involved with.
Incel is basically the virgin team for left wingers.
Horse girls.
hmm So, anyways, if anyone tries things I'm a minor again, well, I want to let them know, show them the receipts. That's the point, you know. But for now, I just gotta lay low for now, anyway.
Look,
Until the whole thing happens, you know. So, anyways, as much we talk about, about Israel and Palestine, well, what about let's talk about with Nintendo.
all right. What did Nintendo do this time?
Well, they're going after Reddit because of they say, oh, they're using Reddit as a piracy site.
Oh, why am I not shot that Gay Bowser is at it again? I mean, Doug Bowser.
Yeah, but he's dropping off. But the problem is, it's Nintendo Japan out of control, and not just Nintendo Japan, and also what's going on in the Pokemon Company. Because if you saw legal mindset, the whole deal, what goes on.
No. The thing with Japan, because the copyright said they are really fucking anal about this shit.
Yeah. And the thing is, the new prime minister right now, they need to like I say, she needs to just get, like I say, her administration. They need to crack down Nintendo's corruption and maybe shut it down or somehow, to stop with their
What
lawfare.
if they end up paying off Sakai Takaichi well? Oh god.
Yeah,
Then again, she is basically supposed to be the successor of Shinzo Abe, so
yeah. Hopefully,
or
Nintendo will stop.
give an extra amount of called mine, but you know that Nintendo has connections with the Yakuza.
Yeah, but the Yakuza is already almost dying, to be honest. So the point is, there's there's not much people in the Yakuza left, to be honest.
Really? Oh, I'm well aware of the stigma, but
Yeah.
the thing is, you can't just quit the Yakuza because that's for life.
Yeah, the only thing is, Yakuza is gonna decrease at some point because how the thing is, they have not much power left because how, let's say, the Japanese government went too hard on the Yakuza. But I'm just saying, they need to either Nintendo stop doing their lawfare or they'll get shut down. That's the point.
The Yakuza are finding it difficult to get Subers to join.
Yeah.
God
Yep.
damn.
I told you. They're not interested of being in a life of crime.
Yeah.
Hmm? And besides, Nintendo it shouldn't be going out of control. Same thing with the Pokemon Company. And I figure what's going on with the Pokemon Company lately because
Mhm.
they've been sending their money to these so-called activist scams.
Yeah.
Which here's the thing: they should have used that money to print out to get more Pokemon cards printed out or have better quality of the Pokemon games. But no, nothing happens. You looking for anything up, JT?
What?
I put the Nintendo suing Reddit.
Suing Reddit for.
Yeah,
All right, let me
for the
look.
piracy.
Piracy. Oh yeah, for emulators. Yeah, they've been doing that.
Yeah, they're going after the Reddit forum for the games. That's why.
Reddit's been, as much as I hate Reddit. What was it? The emulator r/emulators or something like that.
No, it's r/Switch Pirates.
r/Twitch Pirates of the Caribbean.
Switch Pirates.
All right,
Yeah,
it's under what?
it's under Switch Pirates, but some people in the videos they talk about what's going on in the news anyway
All right, let me
about
look it
it.
up. Switch Pirates. r/Switch Pirates. r/Switch. r
Or
slash Switch Pi
Pirates.
Pirates. R. Okay, yeah, here it is. This is the website. Pokemon. Okay, copy spotted online. Cellophane wrapped. Still tacked and accurate. So, what happened to them? Did they get banned or did they? So Reddit basically is going after them.
No, it's basically Nintendo's going after them for money.
Yeah, because Nintendo's kind of like, oh no, they're copying our games off of a Switch. Oh no, they're putting
Yeah,
emulators in our Switch. Oh no, they're trying to they're trying to hack into our Nintendo system. Oh no, that's because it was so easy to hack into because there was an exploit that kind of did that, and Nintendo kind of was like, oh no, they're now putting games on the system. Oh no, mostly
yeah,
emulators. Oh no.
Why are you playing our old stuff? We don't like to look back at our old stuff.
yeah,
Why are you preserving that? Why you preserve our old stuff?
Yeah.
Just give us money. So it's a give us money. Give me your money.
yeah,
Yeah, and this is the thing. Like, this is the how to hack into it type of thing. Like, there are people that are actually modding it. There are people that are like modding the Switch to make things work on the system.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many things that.
Well, this won't be like this if Nintendo would just accept that backwards compatibility is the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Nintendo really think about this. If they care about their customers so much and they don't want people pirate games, just release the games on PC. But
They
no,
don't.
they
They
don't.
don't. They don't. Because the reason why they don't want to put it on multiple platforms is um because it would cost more money to do that. And Iwata was a long time ago did this at a E3 conference back in, I think it was in the 2000s. He basically talked about why they don't, why Nintendo doesn't do platforms like other platforms, like other system, is because chances are they're not going to make any money off of those things. Because if it goes to one platform, then it would cost money for them to make it into that platform, and thus that's why they settle for one platform.
They don't want to make their own Steam. That's the problem.
And they don't. And Steam is kind of like widely popular because it allows game developers to basically put their games on there for sale. Even though Steam has a 30% cut on sales, they basically made the rules on everything because it's just a store, but it also has like your games available easily via their like every game here that I bought, it saves it.
Yep.
Yeah, and I still haven't played Yasuke Simulator. Yusuke Simulator, man.
Yeah.
Yasuke. No, you had it right. Yasuke Simulator.
Yeah, Yasuke Simulator. I haven't played it. I think they have a
DLC.
They have like the original soundtrack for it, and they also have, the DLC for it too.
Be warned though, the game doesn't have any set points per se in this. Yes, so basically, the game's supposed to be difficult.
Yeah, because I bought it. I think I bought it for you.
Yeah, you gave it to me.
Yeah, because I thought it was.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, I asked for it, so yeah. You got it. Yasuke Simulator. It's yeah, that's okay. You know what's interesting? The bike stage, the bike area is not as difficult as people say it would be.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it is, like, I bought some of these games, and I still haven't been able to play them because I was like, work is so freaking hectic, and sometimes I wish I could play. Even though I'm not the best gamer in the world, I kind of enjoyed it. It's just, you can see right here, like, the emulation on this stuff, like installing games onto the thing. It's crazy how Nintendo's reaction to this is appalling, because they are willing to sue these people, including right here, Art, rest in peace. This site, I will forever remember this for my pirate dealer.
Yeah.
The website nsw2u.com. So Nintendo's going after Reddit for this for r/r/ Nintendo Switch pirates, because they're a group of people that are basically pirating games and pirating the software of the games in order to get into the game.
Yeah.
And Nintendo has been trying this. If you guys have an extra non-mod console, I hope one of you guys can use it for the online. Yeah. So Nintendo is pretty upset with this guy so they're basically trying to sue them to take down this page.
Yeah, because we know what they've been doing so far with their lawfare. Like, remember, Emu Paradise used to have all the runs, but
yeah, and they had to take them down because Nintendo sued them for it.
Like cease and desist.
Yeah, and here's the other thing: like, I can buy a cheap USB soldering iron and install a mod chip into the Nintendo Switch. Cool.
Yeah. They really need to stop being so much a reactionist. Like, look, They don't learn from Gabe Newell said piracy is a service issue, not a marketing issue.
Yeah, because they can easily still make money. The problem is they just lack the faith in humanity because of the fact that they don't trust the customer base, and
Yeah.
the way they're doing it, they're treating the customer base like shit because of the fact that they're basically resorting to it because they're resorting to it because of the fact that, and also the fact that they're gonna also go after people that know how to repair them too if they think they're hacking into it. Oh yeah, you can put. Oh, is this okay? The reason we will never see again shit on Switch, this is already overclocked it at 2 times CPU, is because of the RAM and also the RAM. Because of the fact
Yeah,
that
pretty much. Yeah, the game itself requires minimum 8 GB.
yeah,
Maximum, however, 16.
yeah, which only allows you to have 4 GB in it, which is why
Yeah, which
One of my
they need to switch to.
one of my cousins why actually has a Switch. He told me that he's waiting for the game to come to Switch. I told him, good luck with that.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
good luck with
there's
that.
and this guy already demonstrated the reason why it can't work that way. Even though you can see that the it's slow and sluggish in the frame rate. Like this thing is basically proving this point.
It's a potato. Wait,
Yeah,
how
Yeah.
much? Like, wait a minute. How much gigabytes of RAM does a Switch 2 have?
four, but it's the fastest they can go. I forgot what they're called. The specs for it's 4
Mhm.
gigabytes.
4 GB?
Yeah, 4 GB of
Are
RAM.
you
Yeah.
for? Are
No,
you
you can look
fuckers
up
for real?
the Switch. The Switch.
Nintendo, of all the things, you motherfuckers couldn't handle the fact. Let me guess. It was cost. I'm guessing it was for
Yeah,
cost. That's why they can't do 16.
yeah,
It's because, and here's the thing is, they wasted their money on lawyers instead of basically focus on what they need to do.
yeah. Because it's like 4 GB of RAM, and 64 GB of storage. They could put up an expandable micro SDXC card up to 2 TB, supported wireless. But they don't mention the RAM on there too. This is the one thing that bugs me about it. Is like, what's the RAM? Let me specs for RAM. And
64 GB.
yeah,
For fuck's sake,
the original Switch
my
has
phone has better specs than this.
okay. So the original Switch had 4 GB of RAM. That was the capacity of the RAM, but it was like a LPDDR4 implied comparison to Switch's 2 LDDR5X. The system's fewer RAM chips narrowed the bus to reduce power consumption. That was the reason why. Now, the Nintendo Switch 2 RAM has 12 GB. They should put it at. They should have put it at whatchamacallit.
16.
Yeah.
16 minimum.
Yeah,
16. That is
16
the
that is the
even though most games are not gonna run 16 these days.
yeah. Some can play
Unless
8, and but
yeah.
like this is the thing that bugs me about this is like, why would you put 12 in there? But this is like the fastest, like the LPDDR5X. It's fast. It's a very fast RAM system that can actually pull it off. But at the same time, I don't know why anyone in their right mind would think, they should have put 16 gigabytes of RAM in there. But no, they don't. That's kind of what I see from the hardware perspective of it, because if they should have put a 16 GB of RAM version of the Switch 2, but their excuse is, oh, it's because of the battery consumption thing. Bitch, you could have easily made that into a
Available.
yeah, and there's a reason why. There's a reason why. Let me see if I can look it up. Let me see the specs for handheld PC. Let me see. Let's see. 16. Yeah, right here. A handheld spec for a highly. Okay, so it has an AMD Ryzen APU, integrated RDNA 3 graphics, extreme 16 gigabytes plus RAM. There's a reason why they have a big battery in that thing, and they could have easily competed against it, but they decided no, we're gonna make it cheaper and available.
Okay. You want a direct comparison between the Switch? Let's try the AMD Ryzen. That one AMD handheld.
Yeah, the AMD.
Oh yeah, the ROG Ally.
The ROG Ally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ROG Ally.
That's an expensive specs. This one has like a 7-inch. Oh shit, that's like a 180p ISP display with AM rated graphics. Jesus. That thing, here it is. AMD Ryzen Z1 series Z2 Extreme or the Z2 Extreme processor. Integrated AMD graphics, 7-inch. Whoa, that's a big ass resolution for 180p.
Yeah. I saw it for around $1,100 on Sam's.
Yeah, while the original one has 16 gigabytes, and it can even put in an NVMe SSD drive, M.2 beast of a powerful one. And here's the other one, the Xbox version that they have.
Yeah.
Which is like almost $600 for this thing, and they have like two different versions of it, the Extreme and it's the Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme, which is like, this thing is no joke.
These Taiwanese are not playing.
Yeah, they're not playing with the technology that they have, and then, of course it has Windows 11.
No wonder China wants them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Windows 11 is just gas shit, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's
you can't even
of power on this damn thing.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Windows 11 is just ass, man. Like I can't even.
Yeah, but it's
you can't even.
It's not 4K though. That's the thing.
But the
you
thing
can't even do anything like look up a picture on Windows 11 because it's a little too slow apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once I gotta do is like after I clean my PC and everything, I'm gonna back up a lot of as in like here's the thing, I had to check the RAM, the power supply, and the graphics card.
Yeah.
Before I gonna. Once I back up everything, it won't be an issue,
Yeah, and they're selling these
apparently the Windows 10 and there are people offering Windows 7, but the thing is, it turns out that Windows 7 is a lot bigger than Windows 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people don't accept the crap in their services.
Yeah. But hopefully, like once I back up whatever I have into the portable hard drive, I'm just gonna, factory set my PC, then switch it to Linux and erase my Windows 10 anyways.
And the Switch 2 is already so mediocre, but the games are sometimes cheaper if you're lucky. That's the reason why.
Yeah, $70, $80 now. I ain't not paying that much money for.
But games can.
You want a physical? That's $90.
Yeah, but sometimes some of them can be discounted if they don't sell well, and that's the biggest problem with Nintendo right now, is that they're dealing with an uphill battle with because I know from a fact the economy is shit right now.
And here's the thing, I'm gonna say this, the